Too late. We're live.
I didn't powder my face.
Goodness gracious. Look at that.
Yeah.
Audio's working. We're good.
Oh my
Great.
god. Good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Forecast, episode 231. My name is Alex McCausland.
I'm Ben Diaz.
I'm Caleb Juno.
Pepper Coslin.
And I'm Jake Pettercall.
Cousin. What was that? What was that?
I usually do it really slow.
Being
know?
efficient with his time.
Just swapping it out.
On this week's episode, we're going to cover some cool news stories like the RAM crisis. We're going
There's
to talk
crisis on
about
trucks.
No, the animal.
Ah,
We actually have some film discussion that's kind of unusual. And we're actually on topic this week. We're going to talk about Saros a little bit and give some first impressions.
We are doing an entire 2-hour segment on Saros. Caleb's
We
reading the
do.
whole thing.
That's going to
He's
be
gonna tell us
literally
his
a
thoughts.
play-by-play of all the time I played of the game.
Literally
I'm glad that
every
you
second.
agree.
Every second, yeah.
we do
Honestly,
any
we'll just
research
turn the
for it?
later half into a let's play.
Yeah. Just transition the video.
There's like a part where you jump and then you shoot a guy and then you run to the left.
There's like a lot of colored balls coming at you.
Oh,
That is accurate.
colored balls.
That's what
huh?
that's what I
Yep.
understand about that game.
Yep.
But I think we're going to start today with our internet question of the week because sometimes these things hit the internet and go viral, and I like bringing it to you guys. But the one that's been going around recently is the scenario. Has anybody heard about the red button and the blue button?
Oh God.
Yeah, I've seen The
Vaguely.
Matrix.
The scenario is everyone on Earth makes a private vote by pressing either the
yes.
red button or the blue button. If more than 50% of people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% of people press the blue button, only the people that press the red button survive. Which button do you press?
Mm.
Obviously.
Easy choice, red.
Yeah, red.
So easy.
It's a win-win.
I don't understand why anybody would
Literally-
ever choose blue in this
Literally,
scenario.
no one should ever press the blue button. It's crazy
Oh, it's
to press the
compassionate.
blue
It's a
button.
moral thing to do. You try to say no. You save yourself, and it saves everybody.
Yeah, if everybody
because
presses
everybody does
red,
it.
everybody lives.
If you press red, you have 100% chance of survival, and everybody has that option to press the red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not just press red?
So, like, why wouldn't you just press red? I think
Yeah.
the reason
That's a
some
fair
people are
question.
saying is because you know some people are going to press blue.
Well, that's on them.
That's their fault. I know
Listen,
some people are
it
going to
is
drink and
dumb.
drive.
Sometimes
press
we gotta
blue.
hit natural
Yeah.
selection again. Like, it's important.
I know some people are going to skydive. Like, you know.
Yeah, I've heard it phrased as do you, like, the decision basically comes down to, do you think dumb people deserve death?
No, because here's the thing. I don't think that's the correct assessment because I could go, listen, maybe I should press the blue button so the dumb people don't die. But do I have to then assume A, a lot of dumb people press the blue button, B, a lot of smart people feel bad enough about it that they're also going to press the blue button? That's a
Yeah.
lot to assume.
Yeah. It gets prisoner's dilemma where it shakes out to where you should just go for the selfish option to begin with.
Actually, I have a very important question about this. Ben, have you actually seen The Matrix?
Yes. And I know they're not buttons. Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It's not so much that I knew you were joking, but I wasn't sure if you had actually seen a movie.
That's true.
You
I've
know?
watched a couple movies.
A couple. That's
I saw
a pretty narrow
the first
selection.
Matrix movie. I did not see any of the sequels, but I have
That's
seen
fine.
the first one.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's okay. That's acceptable.
Yeah, that's, I think, honestly, probably the way to do it.
Glad to know I have your approval.
I'm
It
glad
needs
you're
to
glad.
be. It needs to be swapped a little bit. Like you press the blue button and you save one person, and also if 50% of people do it, you're all safe.
Yeah. Or I've seen somebody suggest, like, to reframe it, like 10% of people that press, like 10% of people are going to die if you don't press blue.
Yeah.
or something like
I
that.
see what
Like
you're
something
saying.
that gives like some stakes to the other side.
Hmm. What about for colorblind people?
Yeah, I've heard like how does this apply to like babies? Like
Oh, that sucks.
You just got to grab their little hand and make them hit the red button.
Yeah, rough day for babies.
I feel like babies gravitate towards red anyway, so it's probably fine.
An
Red's the color of
interesting
evil, so
claim.
that checks out.
I'm gonna
gonna-
listen to anyone about what babies
We don't
like.
do enough
It is
research
Caleb.
for that.
yeah, we're not going to do any research on that either. We're just going to make that claim.
Don't worry.
I said
I hear
I
from our
feel,
YouTube
guys.
comments
I said I
that we
feel like-
do good research.
What color do babies like?
There you go.
You know what's funny is one of like the 2 iTunes reviews we have says well researched and witty.
Wow.
Did they listen to any of the
Did
podcasts?
we write that?
Ooh, that you know what? That's a good
I
point.
don't know. It could have been somebody we know. It's probably all any person would all of anybody that would do that.
All right, so if you just want an AI overview, it just straight up says yes, babies gravitate towards red, and then there's a couple articles and stuff that I see in here. Red studies suggest newborns can detect red as early as the first few days of life.
Wow. They got that
Damn.
red on them.
That's neato.
First
So
few
there you have
days.
it.
So they're like taking freshly born infants and they're like throwing colors in their face. They're like, which one do you notice?
Mm-hmm.
They
They're
just,
getting
they just
Scantron exams.
they just
We have to
gravitate towards
know.
red, so that's why they notice it.
So that was an interesting question. I do think I just press red.
Yeah.
Because like what can you do?
Yeah, you just got to press red.
Some people will die though.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
So noble.
What is that?
Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
oh no, you have something else?
No, I'm very tangential. I was going to ask if anybody remembered what that quote was from, because I can't remember.
Shrek.
It is from Shrek. You're right. Thank you.
I know. Have you seen Shrek?
I have.
We
I've
should
seen-
make
Wow.
a list of all the movies.
think the
you've
first
seen.
2
We'll just
Shreks.
build it slowly but surely.
Honestly, there's a number. I you know what? That'd be an entertaining thing to do because it wouldn't be that long. But there
I
might be
would
some.
love to know.
There might be some bangers on there that nobody expected. I've actually seen.
Team Boondock Saints.
I would love to know like the worst movie you've actually watched.
The worst movie I've watched.
Or like movies
do
that
anime
like
movies count?
like because you've
Mm.
seen so few movies, like why did you waste time watching these sort of thing?
Well, that's the thing. Actually, I have seen some bad movies. I just don't finish them. Like I'll just shut a movie off like
Let's
30 minutes in and go,
go.
I'm not feeling it, and then I just
Like,
stop.
Good man.
good enough.
I feel like
Fair
with that
enough.
information, you just made Alex itchy.
If you never intend to finish it, I think it's
Oh,
So
you just don't
but
like
Caleb's way
pausing.
of watching is bad. What
Oh,
makes it like
watching a
mini
movie
episodes?
over multiple sessions bothers
I
me.
absolutely
Yeah.
can't do that. Yeah, Liz has said that to me sometimes when I've talked about. I'm like, I don't want to sit down and watch 2 hours of a movie. I don't have time right now.
Yeah.
She's like,
Man,
she'll be like, can you watch like you could watch like we could watch a little bit of it now and then like finish it later. I'm like, absolutely not.
I do that with
Yeah,
episodes
I'll do
sometimes
it.
too because they're so long. Like The Boys, I paused it at a certain point last night and was like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like
The
I'll
Boys
watch
can
tomorrow.
That's
Chad,
that's
that's
a show that can easily
irresponsible
be
of
too
you
much.
to start an episode when you don't have time to finish it.
I mean, I had time. I just wanted to go to bed.
Honestly, I do that with video games all the time. I almost
Video
never
games
finish
is
them in
different.
one sitting. Why is it different?
Okay.
You call yourself a gamer.
He's got a point.
My-
guys.
Because when you get to the
Yeah.
gameplay segments, there's a solid just stop and like plot progression, so you can kind of just like, okay, cool.
You
This
can
will
find
be
a
good
solid
break
stop
point.
for episodes.
Yeah, I
and
mean a
stuff like
lot,
that.
of,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff on TV and movies is just like some dead time, you know.
Oh, do they? I don't know. I don't watch enough to know. So
Probably
Actually,
true.
I do really like games that have very clear breaks, like chapter points. Like the
Yeah.
RE games have been doing it where it's like
Yeah.
or RE4 at least has been doing it where it's like chapter 3 finish. And it's like, all right, I can pause here.
Bro, it's
Or,
like,
Chapter 3 is Finish.
Well,
Finish it.
Like
just
it's
be
in the language
the
of-
end of it.
Finland.
Or
That's
like
nuts.
the Life is Strange games up until the most recent one. That's one of the things that bothered me about the most recent one. It was just one long game. They didn't have chapter breaks,
Mm.
and I was like, "Where's my chapter break at?" I usually
fucked
play
it
like
up.
one chapter.
Play like
Pause.
Uncharted.
Yeah. Man, I was gonna say so. Oh, I was gonna say my parents really annoy me because they'll watch a TV show and it'll have a cliffhanger, and they'll be like, "Well, I gotta know what happens," and they'll start like the first 5-10 minutes of the next episode to see what the resolution of the cliffhanger is, and then
Amen,
stop
dude.
it.
You know, I
Yeah.
do see where you get
That's
I
so
love that. That's
funny.
kind of a sleigh.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
that's good
what
stuff right there.
are you doing?
Oh, that's funny.
Because the
You know, I can
developers,
understand that.
the producers did engagement bait, and they're not falling for it. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fight the system, dude. Hell
They
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
know
gonna fight their
they're
engagement bait
stopping.
by watching the next episode.
Gosh. Anyway, the big news story of the week, at least for me, is about the RAM crisis.
It's over. AI's canceled.
It's not over. It's not over.
I can dream.
But I saw a lot of discussion about it and did some research into some of the aspects of it.
Sorry, what's this word you're saying? I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. We
familiar
don't
with
do
that.
research on this podcast. I actually did though some research.
Okay, all right. Call up that guy who left the mean comment.
A couple weeks ago, there was like a bunch of stories going around like, oh my gosh, are we seeing the light? Is the RAM crisis coming to an end? Blah, blah, blah. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And you'll probably notice none of the prices have gone down, so they're wrong. So I have some insights on all of that. First, there's like two major things that happened. Google announced this new technology called TurboQuant, which
That sounds like a
which-
joke.
Yeah.
It does sound like a joke.
it sounds made up. But people thought it was gonna like affect the RAM market a bunch because it's like a new, so like LLMs use quantization to make their
Quants.
their context windows like fit in RAM. I guess it's like a type of compression they do. And part of the reason why you need so much RAM for LLMs is because they have so much data they have to reference, and that has to fit somewhere, like quickly access. And this new compression they have is going to be 6 times more compression and 8 times faster at retrieval with 0 accuracy loss, which is like such a huge leap forward. It's people were comparing it to if anybody's ever watched Silicon Valley, the fictional company in that show invents a new compression algorithm that like blows everything out of the water. They invent middle out compression, and everybody's like, basically Google just pulled a Pied Piper and invented middle out compression with this.
Wow.
It's crazy. I tried to read through the Google research blog post that explains how this all works, and it's very technical and over my head. But there's like a couple points that I thought were cool enough to bring up, even though I still don't quite understand them.
Is it one of those things where like to get rid of the heat, they just tried making it smaller and putting
They
everything
just
really
make it
close
smaller.
together?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
Uh,
remember there was like a brilliant scientist who gave us talk on that like a few years ago. I remember.
The first point here is kind of like that. So they have a new technology that they call QLJ. I don't even know what that stands for, but it's a mathematical technique, and they take complex high dimensional data. They look at distances and relationships between the data points, and then they reduce the resulting vector to a single bit. A +1 or a -1 is what they reduce it to. And in my notes next to this, I have WTF does this mean? Because I don't really understand. But somehow they're reducing a bunch of like qualitative data about data relationships and stuff like this to a single bit. And this is the thing that is keeping accuracy in their compression. And then the other part of it is called polar quant, which is the actual compression. And it's basically like instead of looking at a memory vector using a standard grid coordinate system like XYZ, they're converting it to a vector on a polar coordinate system, like a Cartesian coordinate system. And so instead of going like 3 blocks east, 4 blocks north, they're instead saying go 5 blocks at a 37-degree angle. And this somehow lets the LLM skip this very expensive step during their calculation, which is the data normalization step, because usually the grids can be like, I guess the grids they use can be different sizes, and that has to be normalized to be able to do calculations on it. And apparently this circular Cartesian grid is like a fixed orientation, so they can skip that step entirely. I thought that was really interesting how they came up with that.
That's
Don't
crazy.
really understand how that all works. Just that was kind of cool. They have a really cool graphic, like a GIF that they have to explain how it works. And it's really stupid. You should look it up. It's like 2 colored squares, and then they go into like a big rectangle, and then they come out as 2 other colored squares. And for some reason, they think that explains what they're doing. I'm like, this means nothing. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so this essentially cuts down a lot on the RAM requirements for LLMs. And people were like, oh, maybe this will cause, the RAM crisis to kind of ease up a bit. And it's not going to do that because of something called the Jevons paradox.
Oh, Jevons.
Yeah, because there's a guy in the 1800s. His name is William Stanley Jevons.
What a name.
Hate that guy.
And what he observed is that everyone was using a ton of coal in these really inefficient steam engines in factories. And then somebody invented a more efficient steam engine that didn't use as much coal. And you know what happened? They built more factories. They didn't use less coal. So
Yeah.
this concept kind of applies to most things, I guess, in like manufacturing and supply and demand. And they call it the Jevons paradox. So basically, we're not going to use less RAM. We're just going to use bigger LLMs, probably, or more LLMs. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I was
one of
just
the-
thinking we need more LLMs.
Yeah.
We are kind of short on it.
Yeah.
I actually went through one of my things I did at work today was I spent the first 3 hours of my day going through logs and finding every single unauthorized AI software that was installed on computers at my company.
Oh my god.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Sick.
I believe that.
It was easily double digits.
Wow.
Not of instances, but of different pieces of software.
Sure. Well, what a time to be alive.
Awesome.
But it's
So
okay.
that story broke.
They just handle medical data. It's not a big deal.
Oh, gosh.
It's fine. Nobody watches this podcast or knows where I work.
I'm on the podcast and I don't know where you work. So.
Oh. See? I'm safe.
Okay.
Goes
So
to
the other.
LinkedIn.
Oh, sure. The other big story, and this was even bigger, really, and kind of the reason why a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, maybe we're going to see some relief," is OpenAI, the big boy in the AI industry,
The big boy.
ChatGPT owner,
It's
OpenAI.
all undone now.
So, a while ago, like last year sometime, when all this was getting started, what kind of started the RAM shortage and price increases, OpenAI came out and said they're going to spend $1.4 trillion boosting their infrastructure by the year 2030. And as a result of that, they went around to the big 3 memory manufacturers, Samsung, Micron, and SK Hynix, and basically told them they want 40% of all of their production for the foreseeable future. So that's a lot. That's like somebody
a
just
lot.
shows up to the
That's a
table,
couple.
takes 40% of the supply off the table. The rest of the world's like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? They came out a couple weeks ago and said, actually, we're going to reduce our spend to about 600 billion instead of 1.4 trillion. That's less than half. You might notice.
That is, yeah, much smaller number.
And they can just do that, I guess, because all they signed with these companies are letters of intent, which are not legally binding. And they can just be like, actually, never mind. We're not going to buy that much from you.
Yeah. What lawyer allowed them to sign that deal?
How is this like what our whole economy is based on right now? How is
Right?
this what's happening? Some guy said he was thinking about buying a whole bunch of RAM, so we had to rework all this bullshit. And now they're just like, actually, no, I don't think so. Never mind. Unreal.
It's crazy. So basically, their like demand might not be that high, which means maybe we would have something happen in the RAM market, but we still haven't seen that. So obviously, there's some other stuff going on. We did notice the China RAM market was kind of crashing, or might still be crashing, because there's like, I guess, people in China with warehouses that they have stocked with RAM because they're hoarding it and trying to sell it for, hiked up prices, and they're finding it harder to move that stuff now. So that's at least an indicator something's changing, I guess, but it's not showing up like consumer side yet. You're not seeing lower prices on Amazon, etc.
But I mean, honestly, nothing changes overnight. But maybe in a few months,
Maybe
we'll
we'll
be
see
back
something.
to normal, or at least closer.
Closer, hopefully.
Yeah.
Probably not, because there are a couple other complications that have come up since.
Are there
Uh-oh.
now?
So when OpenAI went out and signed those letters of intent and said they're taking 40% of the available product off of the market, a bunch of big tech companies freaked out and were like, oh my gosh, we're going to get locked out of the RAM market. So like AMD, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, all these huge tech companies that need this stuff rushed out to the big companies, the big three, and signed like long-term 5-year deals with them at inflated prices because they wanted to make sure that they can guarantee their supply.
Everyone's fucking stupid. I hate it here. I hate it. I can't do this.
It is the worst.
Just like the idea that this was just, they were like, yeah, we want to buy like all of it. Like what Google comes out and says, okay, we're going to buy 100% of the RAM worldwide. It's just like,
Good
I don't know.
for
It feels
you,
like
I
someone
guess.
should just be like, no.
No,
Like, yeah, you actually can't. You can't just claim it. It's not yours. Wild. Just wild. I don't know.
Another complication is that these RAM factories in like South Korea and stuff like that need large amounts of liquid natural gas and helium in order to operate. That's kind of their main fuel sources for the processes that run through these manufacturing processes. Most of that stuff comes straight through the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah,
turns
checks
out.
out.
Is there something happening over there?
Just a
Yeah,
bit.
so there's some turmoil with that right now. We're kind of unsure of what's going to be happening with that in the short term. They do have like stockpiles of this stuff, but it's been reported that their stockpiles are going to last until about June.
That's soon.
I don't know if I'd call that a stockpile. Maybe just a pile.
At which point, like, I don't
Stick
know
pile.
what happens after that. So data center demand could be falling, but like the panic over this new crises is still going to cause prices to rise. And then a cool other new thing is happening.
Ooh, cool thing. I'm
Is it
down.
actually cool? Are you
It's
tricking
not-
us?
It's not cool. Well, it's kind of cool. It depends on how you look at it. It's actually kind of cool. But
I'm
I'll
convinced.
just read this headline. Samsung cashing in on memory crisis as it estimates profits of over 8 times this period last year.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
That
How
part's
many
not
people
cool.
are they letting go?
Yeah.
They're not
No
firing
kidding.
anybody yet. But it would
Yeah.
seem these record profits are not trickling down to their employees in the factories.
I can't
What?
believe that. That's unreal.
I'm sure.
That's impossible.
And those employees are not super happy about that. So the Samsung memory plant workers and their union has decided to ratify a strike where they wish to push for like I think the main thing they're asking for is the removal of caps on like performance-based bonuses, because like they should be getting huge bonuses because of this record profit
Yeah.
stuff
I
at the
mean,
company, and it's
yeah.
capped.
Mm-hmm.
So on April 23rd, they had about 40,000 workers protesting at the Samsung chip complex.
Nice.
And then about 93% of their about 66,000 workers approved the strike plan, and they're going to go on strike if they don't reach an agreement starting on May 21st.
Good for them.
So
I mean, actually good for them. You know what?
Yeah.
that is actually kind of cool, but
That
that
is
is
going to
odd.
obviously hurt supply, but
that's
whatever.
going to hurt supply.
Yeah.
There are more important things
Yeah.
than me being able to buy another stick of RAM.
Right. Yeah, and then like the runoff of all this is I think a lot of consumer electronics have been sort of insulated from the immediate effects of the RAM stuff because a lot of that stuff takes some time to get through the supply chain, and stuff's been manufactured for a while at with stockpiles of stuff that they've had, and I think we're gonna start seeing like a bunch of consumer electronics start going up in price when they start to have to use new supply of stuff at higher prices, laptops and phones especially.
Yeah, I believe it.
So that'll be fun. And then I have a little light at the end of the tunnel though. When will this get better? I have a couple points I've seen thrown around about speculation on when the RAM crisis might end. From the information we have, many companies are trying to spin up like new factories and adapt to the demand. So eventually, theoretically, we will have a bunch of new supply online, which will even out the whole market.
Oh, supply online. Yeah. Why don't they just download some more? That's a great
Well,
idea.
yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
website.
The traditional like South Korean companies should have new factories coming online like mid 2027 from what's been reported. And the big one is that China's getting into the game. And China's mass competition is kind of scheduled to come online sometime in 2028.
Okay.
And anytime China gets into the market, it's just going to get like prices will get pushed down because
Sure.
they're so good at manufacturing stuff at a low cost. They kind of drive other people out of the market sometimes, but it does help prices go down. So maybe sometime in 2028, we'll see a return to normalcy,
Good. Great.
That sounds great to me.
right?
Just like we have to wait a COVID time frame,
Pretty much. Yeah. Just my spiel, my news
Depressing
story.
spiel. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Something about the strike's cool though.
some uplooking
Yeah.
ending there, and we have some union workers trying to push for better rights, and
Heck yeah.
yeah. In other news, what's up with this Sony DRM stuff?
Yeah, last week there was a bunch of stuff popping up about a change that was introduced for PS4 and PS5. People noticed that new game purchases had a 30-day clock to require an online check-in to play. And so there's a lot of talk about how if you left your PS5 offline for more than 30 days, you wouldn't be able to play any of your new games until you popped back online. So there was obviously an enormous uproar about that.
Because people were really into it.
Yeah, definitely. People love that. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
But yesterday, Sony did come out with a statement that it's an attempt to get to fix an exploit with refunds, where you could refund a game and then play it in offline. Still,
Oh.
Interesting.
so it's for new games. You have to be online at some point in the first 30-day period or something.
That seems like a bad
It's a
excuse.
single check-in, and then you can play it forever as long as you have it on your machine.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. But that seems like
Yeah.
a bad excuse. It's like, oh yeah, we have an issue that we can't figure out how to solve, so you're gonna have to log on to the internet to solve it.
Yeah. There was
Wait, say what the thing is again? You have to log
it's
on
just-
once
Yeah.
within
you
the
have to
first
log
30
on-
days.
I believe that's correct. It's still a little bit unclear, but they have specified that it's a one-time log on to validate the license. Then you
Okay.
can play it offline indefinitely.
Man, Chad was mentioning this to me the other day, and I was like, is this actually that big a deal? Because like PC DRM already enforces this. Like Denuvo has an activation period, and then it has to re-authenticate with the internet at some point.
I mean, it seemed like a big deal.
Yeah, I mean it's changed, so people are gonna be mad about it, I think. But
Yeah. I mean, having to pop online every month is a little ridiculous if you've bought something.
Okay, here's my counter to that. I'm not saying I'm for it, right? When are you not online on PlayStation?
Yeah, I mean,
Like nowadays, when are you not online playing a game? Period. Like unless you just like take it to a beach house and you don't have access to internet. It's like you should be at the beach though if you do that. But like
you might live someplace that has major outages.
for like
Okay,
a month
this is
at a
also,
time, like a month
like-
plus at a time. That's what, man. Yeah,
presumably this is also only on digital downloads, right?
Digital downloads.
Yeah, it
that's
is, yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Which means you have
Physical
to have
media is
like
fine.
decent enough internet to download the games to begin with.
it's kind of
Well,
funny
that's
that
true.
we're here when, like, it feels like, at least in the PC world, we lost the battle for always online games
Yeah.
Yep.
years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's
like-
still a lot of games on PC that don't have any sort of always online or DRM.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
It's pretty much
But
every
it is common.
Pretty much every
So-
AAA is
Yeah.
gonna have it required.
Just to make sure I'm understanding, you need to log in once within the first 30 days you have it, and that's it.
I believe so.
That's not that bad, y'all.
It's not. The problem was people thought you had to log in every month.
I mean, yes, okay.
That was
The
the
perception
issue,
I
right?
get.
Was it not that way to begin with?
It was
I think it's
unclear. It's
yeah.
unclear what
Okay,
Sony's
'cause-
original intent was.
Because the things that now this is where our podcast doesn't do much research, but the things that I was seeing on Twitter, and maybe it was just being misconstrued, was that you had to once every 30 days log in
right.
in order like sit front like, and I think it was like March 26th is when this like all started,
Mhm.
or 2026. And so anything beyond like any game that you bought beyond that, you had to log in once every 30 days.
right.
But if it is only one time, sure. I really think they could do a different solution for that refund thing, though, if that is the reasoning.
Yeah.
I
Like
think so.
later on
It
down
does seem
the
weird.
line, be like, hey, by the way, we fixed it. You don't actually have to log in once every 30 days. Like now we understand our system better, and like we're not throwing it onto the consumer this time.
You
When
do
does that
also
ever
gotta
happen?
wonder if that was their original plan, was to make you log in every
Yeah.
30 days, and then they caught a bunch of flack, and then they went, no, you guys just didn't get it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the
Yeah.
first time they've done something like that.
Yeah,
If-
right.
If it's for fighting back against refund stuff, like how long can you refund something for? Because I feel like it should just be for that window.
14
Then.
days
Oh.
is their refund period, I believe.
Kind of assumed it would be 30 since that's the window. Whatever.
The window they're talking about. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand how this works. I actually don't. I don't get
Which-
how it works still
That
because
makes
like
me more confused. So could you still do the exploit, but just do it in the last 15 days?
It's like I said, it's very unclear. They
because
haven't explained all of it yet.
if you log in, authenticate, then back out, refund it, go offline,
You
I
could
don't know.
still play it
does that
until
work?
the end of
I
the
don't-
30-day period, and then they
You
take
would
it away,
think.
but you already refunded it. Right?
Yeah.
Am I missing something?
No.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
I mean,
don't
cool.
understand.
The
It's cool that
license
they're
file,
advertising this exploit.
the license file is typically only generated once the game starts downloading, but Sony's policy dictates that you can no longer refund a game once that has happened, even
Oh.
within the 14-day return window.
Ah.
Wait, you can't refund it once it starts downloading? Is their refund policy like a lot more strict than like something like Steam? Like you
It
can't,
is.
100%,
you can't
yeah.
refund
It is
after you
way
played
more
it.
strict. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, that
Steam
makes
has a pretty
sense,
banging
Oh,
return
so
policy.
it says the bad actors use the PS Store website instead, which will issue the
Yeah.
license on a jailbroken console without blowing their no refund fuse. The new DRM policy is specifically designed to combat such activity.
Huh.
Wait, it's sounding dangerously like you're doing research right now, Chad. I need you to close that window. We do not do that here.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really see the like even with like Steam family sharing stuff, it'll make you be online to activate it first
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
and then go
Yeah, that part-
offline.
You're buying something online, you need to activate it somehow, right? That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh. I mean, I guess it's good that people are still upset about shit like this. Because, like, you know, I feel like as soon as you stop raising a stink about it is when they really start screwing you over.
Yeah.
It's been a while since like Diablo 3 came out and everybody was mad because you had to be online all the time because with that game,
Yeah.
even playing single player. Now that's just kind of that one's more expected nowadays, I think.
Did Diablo
Yeah.
3 allow
Unfortunate.
you to play single player?
Yeah, you can play single player.
3?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know because 4 you can't. So
Yeah,
I
You
wasn't
can't
sure.
four
single
is
player?
4 is like the shared world thing.
Yeah,
like,
4 is
it's
always
almost like an
multiplayer.
MMO.
Yeah, basically it is.
I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I played 3.
Yeah,
Obviously,
3 you could play totally solo. Yeah. What's up with we don't talk about books on this podcast like ever, but
It's
we-
true, we don't.
Did we ever
I-
do this?
I just got confused. Somebody else put a book on this podcast that I've read.
we've not done that. I wasn't it's still crossed out though, so I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if we
I think there wasn't enough people here. I think it was just like the four of us, and Ben wasn't. Ben and Aaron were here, so it was like
Hmm.
maybe we should wait for Aaron to come back though.
Save it again.
Yeah,
Okay, mysterious
I feel like
topic.
this. I
I
feel
don't
like
even
this
know
used to
what
be.
it is.
This was a trend, and like we've missed the trend, kind of. But
Yeah.
you know what? Whatever. Whatever, dude.
I don't. What are we talking about? What's happening?
All right,
I'm having a
okay.
stroke.
I'm
He's
just
got something
we're just-
highlighted
we'll
in
just
the,
do the we'll just
thing.
do the segment. Have you guys in recent history of the years tried to skip, and can you skip?
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
See, I always thought this note was, can we skip this topic? And the
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
was skipping this topic.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was always just like, I guess this is like a meme I'm not familiar with.
I watched.
you.
I saw a ton of things on social media of people being like, "Hey, can you skip?" And then they get their like grandparents or mother or father or like people basically in their 30s plus to try to skip, and like they just cannot skip anymore.
It's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
It's harder than you think. Like I got asked this and I was like, of course I can skip. Why wouldn't I be able to skip? And then I tried to do it and I was like, wait, my body kind of doesn't remember how to skip.
It's like riding a bike. You'll get it in just a second.
Skip
Yeah,
is
so-
easy.
you try a little bit and you eventually get there, but it's just weird how it's not natural.
It is a weird motion
Yeah.
to do, just in
Mhm.
general.
But like as a kid, you would do it all the time, no
Oh, yeah.
problem, right?
Well,
Wait,
here's
I don't
another
know how
thing.
much
I feel like
skipping we
you
did as
wouldn't
kids.
skip all that much
You
just for
didn't
the heck
skip
of
that
it.
much.
No,
You
we all
weren't-
had sad childhoods, Alex.
Were you not very jolly?
We're jolly.
No.
Just skipping is a weird thing to do.
They wouldn't let us skip in the mines.
Well, here's the thing that's kind of interesting is I started thinking about the can you skip and just the general skipping, right? Just the regular skipping. But in high school, I did track, and we did various skips. So it was A skips, B skips, C skips, D skips, and they're like different variants of how you skip. And they're drills that you do to kind of help your muscles get warmed up and used to a running motion. And then after you've done them, you run. So I used to do them all the time in track, and they were very natural to me. And like sometimes a new like a freshman would come in or whatever, and they would try to do it, and they just wouldn't know how, or it'd be like we'd have to instruct them and like teach them. But like I would know how to do it all the time. I started running again this year, And I was like, oh, I should do those skips for warming up. My body was like, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, what is happening? Because it's really a use it or lose it kind of thing when it comes to those types of movements. They're bizarre movements. You should look them up.
They are bizarre. Just skipping in general is bizarre.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Hmm.
You're a happy little child and you're skipping down the road. Not a care
So
in the
wistful.
Yeah.
world.
Then you try to skip it as an adult and you just look like you're drunk.
Anyway,
It's probably the only way I
books.
could skip is if I was drunk.
Maybe. You would
That's the
fall,
problem.
for
Everyone's
sure.
doing it stone cold sober.
Think too hard about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people know this, but Caleb reads.
Yep.
Could you
Like a
rephrase
good
that?
like a good amount. Like he just like reads books like all the time.
You said reads. Cool. Never mind.
Yep. Reads with an R.
Definitely not what I
There was
heard.
no B
Sorry.
involved. I heard the
Beads?
same thing you did. Breeds.
Breeds.
Definitely
Caleb
not
Yeah,
Alex.
no.
Caleb reads.
What?
reads.
It
Well, I think
does-
it's because the Caleb,
you know?
I see where you got
Whatever.
that. Yep.
You just
No,
blurted that
reads-
out, and I was
reads
like,
books.
"What?"
Reads
We were
books.
talking about being happy and skipping, and Alex was like, "You know what makes me happy? Caleb reading."
Yeah. We're just cold cutting to the conversation of Caleb breeding.
Yeah, I love this. This is good, guys.
I'm glad we put that
My
on
favorite
the topics to
conversation.
discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I picked up a new book series recently called Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's about a guy named Carl.
No way.
Yep. And to spoil the first chapter, a little bit in the first 1 or 2 chapters of the first book, a big event happens on Earth. It like wipes out all the structures on the surface of the Earth and spawns an enormous dungeon underneath the crust of the Earth. And Carl goes down into the dungeon with his ex-girlfriend's prize-winning cat, Princess Donut.
Use her full name.
I don't remember her full name.
Oh,
They don't use it very often, so I don't remember it.
Ben has to look it up. He doesn't
Yeah,
remember
It's been a
either.
while since I
Exactly,
read
they
this.
don't use it very
He
often.
knows you're wrong, but he doesn't know the answer.
Her name is Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chonk.
There you go.
Is her full name.
Yeah. So they go down into the dungeon, and it ends up being this very D&D style dungeon. All these goblin mobs and weird monsters you have to fight and level up. And at the 3rd floor, they get a class. And it's just, I've been having an absolute blast. It is just nonstop action. It's really funny, really fun. I highly recommend it. It's very well written.
I'll
I've been
second
enjoying it
that.
a lot.
I'm.
Have you read all of them currently?
I think I've read the first like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I think
There's
I
a lot.
caught up. I
think
caught up with
there's-
them a while ago, and then I never went back and read the new ones that came out afterwards. But I actually have been thinking about picking them back up and restarting from the beginning because they were releasing more. It's really popular. It's one of the most popular series in the genre. And I think they announced they're making a movie.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that yet.
Let me double check that I'm not making
Ben's
that
our
up. Let me
movie expert.
let me do
You
my
would know.
research. Hold on.
I will say about the series, a lot of it feels a lot like you're reading through somebody's D&D campaign in a
Mm.
mega dungeon in
excuse
a
me.
really good way.
Ooh, I don't know how that's going to work. Sorry. It's being adapted into a live action TV series for Peacock.
Hmm.
It is being developed by
Live action, huh?
a guy who's worked with Seth MacFarlane a lot.
Sex MacFarlane, hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I don't know about live action, guys.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
but
the way to go with this one.
yeah, but I'll second that. It's very good.
There's the Dungeons and Dragons movie that worked.
It's also
It's
good.
true.
It's also
It
a
didn't
really good
sell well.
intro book to slowly converting Caleb into reading all of my isekai books. So
Mhm.
that's exciting
Hey, this is
stuff
not
for
an
me.
isekai, okay?
It's the next closest. Listen,
It
when
is the
magic
closest
comes
thing.
to Earth, it's a magic dungeon appeared underground,
The
and they
world
never go back to
changed.
real
He
Earth
didn't
after
move
that.
to a different.
It's true, yeah.
It
He
is
didn't
not
move
an
to a different
isekai.
Earth.
He didn't get sent
technically.
to a different world. A different world got sent to him.
Yeah.
Technically,
It's the other
Okay,
way
here's the
around.
real test. Here's the real test. How big is this harem?
I think 0 so far.
Yes.
There it
have a
is, not an
harem.
isekai. Not a real
Okay,
isekai.
there are isekais where they don't get harems.
Can
There's
you
like
name one?
there's like
uncommon.
10% of them, maybe. So I got reincarnated as a vending machine. That one doesn't have a harem.
Are you sure?
Wow.
There's a lot of very pretty women around, but they're not part of his harem.
Hang on.
Wait a second.
Hang on.
Pretty sure they all
Sounds
like the vending
suspiciously
machine.
like a harem.
But it's not. It's not. Definitely different.
What is this very harem-shaped hole in this anime, huh? Yeah, so speaking about film, there was kind of like
Got
a
it.
big film story. The new Atla movie that was supposed to come out in like October.
Avatar: The Last Airbender for sane people.
Yeah.
The movie where it's like the original gang grown up and everybody's really excited about it. It's supposed to come out in October. It just got entirely leaked online. Full thing, complete.
Oh my god, it did.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
The whole thing.
Like
They,
6 months early.
I think they just emailed it to some guy.
I think that was the story. Yeah.
That's my understanding of the
like-
leak, is
That
that they
is
emailed it to the guy, and then he
bonkers.
said, give me a bunch of money or I'm gonna leak this. And they said no, so he leaked it.
That is
Wow.
such a comedy of errors.
It's kind of hard to feel bad if assuming that is correct. I haven't done my research. But my understanding was that they just accidentally put the wrong attachment on an email to this guy, and it was the whole finished movie.
I don't. There's. That can't be right. You can't. You can't. I don't think you can attach something that large.
They just
That's
used
true.
WeTransfer. It's fine.
I mean, it's probably like a drive link or something. You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. But that seems a lot harder to accidentally do. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, we're Googling.
Oh no. Research again.
Mhm,
What's
I know, I
happening
hate
to
it.
us, guys?
Anyway, this thing is
Alex,
fully
hold
out.
strong. Oh wait, no,
The-
actually, everybody's researched this podcast.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, they have been kind of misstepping with this movie the whole time, I think, because they haven't really done any advertising for it. They
No.
late last year decided actually we're not going to put it in theaters, and it's just going to go straight to our streaming platform.
Yeah,
And that
that
feels like a death knell for it, also.
is the most absurd thing because I feel like this movie would make so much money in the
I
theaters.
think so.
Like even if it like came out and like a couple people saw it, like first the opening weekend would probably be huge. And even if there was like bad reviews, that like there are so many people who are Avatar fans that would just go see this movie regardless. Be like, no, I gotta see it for myself. I don't know about those reviews. But I can't imagine this is even a bad movie because it's not live action.
Yeah.
Freaking.
I've,
I hear
I've
it's
heard the
decent.
art's really good.
Everything's better than the live action. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
On a high bar.
Yeah.
I can't find out.
Oh, the world may never know.
The world probably knows. Just we
I'm-
don't.
We're the primary source, and we're
Another
not
thing
telling
that-
people. So
Another thing that's been happening is like I think Toph's voice actor who was replaced, like the original voice actor was replaced by like an actual ethnicity swap / blind person
Interesting.
to voice act this movie. But like Toph's original voice actor's like, you guys need to not watch this leak, and you're immoral if you do. And above, it's like, bro, I'm not the one that leaked it. Like, I'll probably watch it again on Paramount Plus if I'm actually a true fan. Like, I don't know what you want from me. You guys should have released this in theaters. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't our problem.
I also don't get how like movies work because like why is it done and not coming out till October?
Yeah, I don't, especially if it's just going on streaming, right? You don't have to set up a theatrical release or anything.
Yeah,
Maybe
Is
they
there
just
anything-
finished it early.
Is there anything else that's like taking attention away from like on Paramount currently that would take attention away from this?
Mm.
Because you kind of
I
want
don't know.
people. Well, it's also like, I mean, it could be strategic where like if they do actually start marketing it, like anybody who owns Paramount who was just going to like let their subscription die. They're probably going to keep their subscription alive until Avatar comes out. And they're like,
Sure, yeah. Time it strategically to when they have
Yeah, I
nothing
guess.
else.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Space your content out, keep people watching.
Which I would just let it die and then read. That's just how I would do it. But now we
Man.
don't have to subscribe at all.
I don't know what just reminded me of this, but they just put out a teaser trailer for the new Ted Lasso season.
They don't need to do a new season, but okay.
They don't.
Yeah, I thought that show was done.
It should be.
Nope, it's back.
It
I
was
was tired of
supposed
not
to be,
making money.
pretty much.
I get
Rent,
it.
I-
rent was due.
so-
They needed to buy new RAM.
When I
Yeah.
first heard about the show coming back like a year plus ago, I thought the plan was he was going to be coaching a girls team in like
That's what I heard, too.
Kansas.
Oh.
Mhm.
I heard Europe, but yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Is Kansas not in Europe? Hang on. Let me
The whole-
research this.
like the whole arc of the show is him like he finally gets to the point where he has to go back home to America, and that's like where the resolution, right? So the new teaser coming out and him being back overseas again, I'm like, what was the point? You're ruining everything. I know they're gonna write some contrived reason to get him back overseas, but like
Yeah.
it makes no sense. I don't get it. He is coaching a girls team.
I mean, I feel like a lot of times these revivals end up not being very good. They can't recapture the original. Man, you know what I watched recently? I finally went and I watched the Arrested Development that they did on Netflix, like the revival on that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
That was next level bad. That was like literally because like I watched the series with my wife and she was like, I was like, oh, I've heard really bad things about Netflix. She's like, how bad can it be? It's the same actors. And we watched it and it was like, wow. I
Yeah.
mean, just wow. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
I remember watching it when it came out.
It's like it's
It's
not
not.
just bad. It's like unwatchable. Anyways,
I feel like the latter seasons of Community are like that too.
yep, same
Yeah.
thing. Canceled and revived like 5
Mhm.
times.
Yeah, that
happened
show
to-
did steadily go downhill.
Whatever happened to that like revival like sequel series to The Office?
It's
That's still running?
Still happening, right? Paper, yeah.
Oh, is
yeah,
it still ongoing?
season
Okay.
1 happened. I actually thought it was pretty alright.
I heard like
Yeah.
nothing about it, so I just kind of
I
assumed
was
it
gonna say
flopped.
I actually didn't
It
know it was out
is-
yet.
It is like entirely separate from The Office though. So I think that helps.
There's only one character that is in it,
There's
right?
one
There's an
character
Oscar
that was in
it.
the original. Yeah, Oscar's in it. And they don't even use him that much.
What
They
a
make a
weird
they make a
character
couple
to carry over.
references. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he needed money and he was the one they could
he's-
get. I don't know.
Maybe he's like the cheapest. I don't know.
But
Like,
yeah,
I mean, like, he
it's
was just,
entirely
like-
new characters besides him and new scenario.
Sure.
So
I mean, whatever, man. I at least can respect that, you know?
At least it's something a little new.
Yeah, right.
there's a like a 4-episode special revival of Malcolm in the Middle coming out soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
All the
saw
original
that.
people.
It looks pretty funny.
I'm excited. I hope it's good.
Didn't one of the original actors said he wasn't going to do it? The Dewey
I do think
actor,
yeah,
think?
yeah, one of
I
them,
haven't
yeah, I was
seen
about to
him
say
in
one of
any
the
of them.
brothers.
So that's possible.
Yeah, I think one of the brothers is not. I think he like doesn't act anymore. I think he has
He
like a
doesn't
real
act
job.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? Come on, man. This is the easiest paycheck of your goddamn life. Get on set, phone it in. They need you. Get that bag, man.
Right?
Dewey, what are you doing? What, like, I don't know what your day job is, but like, if someone called me and was like, Jake, we need you to stand on set for a day and a half, hell yeah. Hell yes, I'm there.
Yeah.
Especially since literally he could have been like, with how popular that show is, he could have been like, only if you pay me tons of money, and they'd be like,
yeah,
okay,
right?
yeah.
Like, he probably could have asked for something outrageous.
Yeah.
That's true. That'd be an easy paycheck, man.
Right? And it's like, nobody really expects it to be that good. You're not the main character, you're like a tertiary character or secondary character.
He's
Whatever.
secondary.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least in the original show.
The main thing I just really want to see is Bryan Cranston back in that role after everything else he's done.
Yeah,
I
just
bet
going
he
back
shows
to
up
the
with like a
silly, goofy
shaved
dad.
head.
Oh, the Dewey actor retired and chose to focus on academics. He graduated from Harvard studying Victorian literature.
what a choice. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that does
I'm-
sound too important to take an afternoon
That-
off to film
that-
this silly show.
That definitely
I think he
sounds
just doesn't
like
want to be in the public eye.
I say that definitely
Yeah.
sounds like a degree you get when you've already got plenty of money from your childhood acting.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, man, do it and give it to me.
You look
Come
just
on,
like
man.
him.
Come on, Dewey.
Just
Do it for
occasionally
me.
go whoop, and you'll be fine.
Whoop.
There you go, just like him.
Great.
Other film stuff. I watched a movie called Mars Express recently. It's an animated feature film from France.
Is that a sequel to Polar Express?
Nope.
There it is.
It is
They
like
just hit the
a
pole and keep going.
it's like a
Yeah.
cyberpunk sci-fi like detective thriller type movie.
Oh,
Uh
okay. Not at
animated
all.
pretty
expecting.
it's pretty beautiful. The story is interesting. It's just like really well done. It's only like 90 minutes and it came out a few years ago and I just never heard anybody talk about it. But it's
This is
pretty
the first
awesome.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I saw it recommended under a post where people were talking about shoot.
Is it Satellite Rain?
Satellite Rain, yeah.
Because not Satellite Rain. That's not the right name. That's a game.
So not Satellite Rain. Something Rain.
He already
yeah.
agreed with you, Caleb. Shut up.
Yeah, but it's not right. I knew it wasn't right when I said it.
Rain, something Rain. What is it?
Yep.
Rain time.
It's an adult animated series that gets like super weird.
Rain
Scavenger's
adult
Reign.
anime.
Scavenger's Rain.
Scavenger's Reign. I said that because I looked up screenshots of Mars Express and it looks a little. The animation style looks a little similar
So I
to
don't
Scavenger's Reign.
I doubt it has anything actually related to that. I don't know if anybody similar worked on it, but I saw somebody was like, if you like that, you should check this out. And yeah, I'd say I mean, it doesn't get anywhere as weird, but it's like mature and it's got like really cool, like trippy technology stuff. And I think it's just a really well done movie. It's like a one-off. And I highly recommend checking it out.
Nice. Is it on the server?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I will say if you haven't watched Scavenger's Reign, I highly recommend that anime. It's
Yeah, that one's really good too.
really, really interesting world building. Really cool.
Probably the exact opposite end of the spectrum. We got the
How
Super
dare
Mario
you.
Galaxy movie.
It's animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Has
have a
anyone else
different
seen this
vibe.
movie?
No,
It's like, it's so okay. It's fine.
it's so.
That's what I keep hearing. It's very okay.
I feel like it's getting a lot of hate online, which I don't really get. I think it's very weird to get worked up about the Super Mario movie, the sequel Super Mario movie.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sequel.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think a lot of the complaints are that there's just not a story at all.
yeah, but like, I don't. Did you watch the first one? I don't know what you expected.
It's just references, is what I've
Pretty
heard.
much, yeah.
It's just a bunch of references and cameos and
What I will say, I think the animation's quite good. I think they make good use of like the actual video game soundtrack this time. I think last time it was a lot of like pop music. Whereas this one, there's a part where they go into a cave and it plays like it has like its own theme, but it works in like the Super Mario's underground theme. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I like that. But yeah, I mean, there's no like plot. Shit just kind of happens. They think about giving Bowser a plot, and then they go like, nah, you know what? Actually, that sounds really hard. And they just don't. But it's fine. It's fun. It moves at a good pace.
I saw
Animation's
revealed in
good.
the marketing material that Fox is in it.
Yeah, not sure why they spoiled that, but
Yeah, it
whatever.
seems like a
Weird thing to spoil.
it would have been a cool surprise.
Yeah, he's not in it that much, but it is. I mean, it's neat that he's there.
Goes back to my Fast and Furious complaint. When they showed that trailer,
Oh yeah, I'm happy. about that.
yeah, and Han's just there, and you're just like, what?
Oh yeah,
Why did you show me this in the trailer when I could have freaked out in the movie theater?
Mhm.
yeah, it would have been a really cool moment.
I bring up Fox because, like, I guess people are trying to speculate the next direction they're going is like a Smash Brothers, like a full-on Smash Brothers movie. Like,
Interesting.
does it seem like that is at all in the cards from what you're
I
the one
mean,
that saw it?
honestly, Fox just replace Fox with a random taxi driver, and you get like the same energy. He's just
okay.
there, and he gives them a ride, and he's got like a
Somebody
fun
said
personality.
something about a barrel roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
So,
does.
do they say
Somebody
okay.
said it. I think
Almost
I don't think
certainly.
Fox says it, but I think somebody else says it.
I think, yeah, someone might say it to him.
Yeah.
Like it, honestly, I mean, they could do a standalone Star Fox movie. They could do a Super Smash Bros. Movie. Don't know what the fuck you do there.
I mean, probably the same thing you just
whatever.
did
We're
in
making
this
Mario
one, right?
movies now. It's not like Mario has a fucking plot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it was fine. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it more than the first movie, but I think maybe that was because I knew after watching the first movie, I was like, oh, I know what to expect from the second movie. And I
Have there
won't get my
been
hopes
any
up.
Zelda movies? Because I feel like you could definitely turn Zelda into a real
There's some.
watchable movie.
There's one in production right now, actually, I believe.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, let's film crew member. You want to pull up details on the Zelda movie?
Oh, is that me?
man.
Am I the film guy? Excuse me.
Mhm. Yeah, the film guy.
I'm kidding.
Zelda movie.
I mean, the only thing
I
they've
spelled
done is
movie
that
wrong.
animated Zelda series that was horrible.
Was it bad?
Yeah, have you ever seen
That
it?
was like a long time ago, right?
Excuse me, princess.
No.
No? Oh my god, you
I
gotta
think
look it
so.
up. It's hilarious. It's like, I mean, it's old. Maybe early 2000s? Maybe earlier?
Oh god. I
Estimated
think this
release
sounds
date
familiar.
for the Legend of Zelda movie is May 7th, 2027.
Okay.
Okay.
Link like never talks in any of the games, right? Just,
Hey, I'll have you know,
be
he
clear.
says, "Yeah."
Yeah?
okay. They're gonna
talks
have him
in the
chatting
animated
in the
cartoon?
movie.
Is this-
Okay.
Is this I think this is live action.
It is live action.
It is live action.
It's gonna be a live action.
Interesting.
Live
Yeah, see,
action
I feel-
Zelda movie.
I feel like Mario was a poor choice when Legend of Zelda is right there with like
Here's the problem.
real stories and plots.
Yeah.
Mario is popular.
Is the Legend of Zelda not?
I mean, it is, but Mario's more.
Okay.
Mario appeals to kids.
Broader
Mhm.
audience, yeah.
The chillins.
I feel like even like a Kirby movie would be maybe a better choice than Mario. Maybe not.
Kirby. Who's gonna see a Kirby movie? No. You gotta start Mario. You gotta get that
Well,
money. You gotta get
I
that
guess so.
money.
I guess.
It was announced. Okay, we know which actors are Link and Zelda in the movie, and I think that's it so far. I don't recognize either of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's weird. I always forget which one is Chris Pratt playing.
Mario.
Neither, oddly.
Gosh.
He's Mario in the Zelda movie.
I mean,
Zelda is Bo Bragason, and Link is Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. Both are
Good.
from England.
Good to know.
I mean, they're young actors, so I probably don't really know anything that they're from.
Yeah.
Zelda, the actress Bo Bragason, was born in 2004, and Benjamin was born in 2008.
Don't tell me that. That must go.
Don't tell me that.
Oh wow, so they're like 5. You know what other movie? This is we're wandering a little bit further off topic. But that's fine. The Elden Ring movie. I'm very curious to see what they do with that.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different things you could draw from to choose a plot line for that.
Yeah,
movie.
right. I'm
There's so
mostly
much
just curious
lore.
to see what they decide to go with.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like you gotta do, like, the siblings, right? You gotta do, like,
That would be the most interesting thing, probably.
right, probably the showdown between Radahn and,
Melania.
Melania, yes, thank you. Like, that would be such a good finale.
Yeah.
And then maybe you end with, like, the Shattering or something. Like, I don't know. Could be really cool. Although I guess that was after the Shattering, right? I don't know.
I think it was, yeah.
I just want them to have like no discernible plot whatsoever, and then like all of the merch from the movie has like detailed descriptions
information.
that
If you
explains the
reach into your
plot.
popcorn bucket, there's a piece of paper that has 2 sentences. And if you combine it with your neighbors, you can understand the plot.
And then you get home from the movie and you go on YouTube and watch a 2-hour breakdown of the lore to explain what happens in it.
Mm-hmm. It'd be good. That would be great. I would love that.
That'd be the authentic experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like-
Speaking,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Nah,
I was gonna transition, but that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, do that.
Okay, I was just gonna say, speaking of video game TV adaptations or film adaptations, I am apparently the only one here who's heard of the fact that they announced they are making a TV adaptation of Far Cry. Although there is some there is some upsetness around it. People are not super thrilled.
That doesn't sound like people.
I know, right? So it is a live action TV adaptation. That being said, it is an original story, not based on the plot of any of the games.
I think that makes sense.
You think that does make sense?
Yeah.
I strong disagree. Some of the Far Cry games had excellent plot. I feel like you could, especially like, I mean, you got to go for the plot of 3. Like Far Cry 3 was the plot of that thing was
3 is the
amazing.
obvious choice.
Mm-hmm.
But so people asked a lot of questions about it, and the director, or sorry, co-creator, not director, basically said, listen, we didn't want to base it on a video game because video game plots don't translate well. Because let's be honest, when people play the Far Cry video games, they are just in it for the gameplay, and then they just skip through all of the cutscenes and the plot parts. And everybody went, Well, first everybody went, no one does that. And then second, most people went, actually, you can't skip the plot parts in Far Cry, like 1, 2, and 3. It's not even an option.
What a wild thing to say when you're adapting a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say,
fun.
like, actually, the story in these things sucks.
Yeah, it's such a weird bit. His exact quote is, when you play a video game, you only really move forward through the gameplay section, and then you have these cutscenes that you can skip. So when you go to adapt these games, you have to be aware that makes the human drama kind of irrelevant to the storyline, was his exact quote.
That's wild.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I know. Like,
Whatever.
Also, like the point of an adaptation is
To adapt.
like translating the storyline in a format that makes sense for a film or a TV show. So like you could, like, he knows like his movie's not going to have mostly gameplay and then cutscenes that are skipped, right? Like they're
Well,
going
that's
to watch
all-
the whole thing.
that's also kind of my thing. Far Cry, making a Far Cry TV show that is an original story, Far Cry's not like, I feel like Far Cry's not like notably like stand out as like having a cohesive, like, oh man, this is a thing the Far Cry plot's like. Like, I feel like if you make an original story TV show of Far Cry, you're just making a TV show about, somebody stuck on an island with a bunch of mercenaries. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
know how it's Far Cry or video game related at that point if you're not
But also-
using the original plot.
It's not even an island all the time, right? Like, one of them's set
No.
in Africa.
Yeah, like,
It's
just-
just about
I just-
a guy who's violent.
The
like I
Himalayas.
feel like if you don't use one of the game plots, I'm not really sure I understand how it's at all related to the game.
Right, what are you adapting? What's the adaptation?
Yeah.
for it?
Like, does he have to
it works-
climb a bunch of cell towers and like survey the area with maps? I guess, and
Hits people with
occasionally
shovels.
fights an animal. I don't know.
I think
It's
it'll be
just
general
I feel like it's a very
vibes.
weird choice for
Yeah.
a game that famously has several with very good plot lines.
I mean, if your world was really unique, you could do something like Fallout. has an entirely unique
Sure, yeah,
plot
like
line,
that's
but
such
they
a
have a
notable
unique world. They could just do
Yeah,
that.
you have a very unique setting to draw from.
Yeah, versus the
Yeah.
Far Cry setting is just, hey, it's just Earth, but like
Yeah.
somewhere there's lots of guns.
Yeah, right.
The reason why I just immediately said it makes sense is because when I think of, hey, we want to tell a Far Cry story, I'm like, well, that it's not like a evolving story or like a single
Sure.
story. It is like a
They're all
anthology.
standalone, yeah.
So like if you were to make something new for the screen, I think that makes sense. Like you're just making another one of the anthology stories.
The TV series is supposed to be an anthology series as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hear me out. What if they're making it Far Cry themed by making it based on Far Cry Blood Dragon?
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an interesting choice. I don't have much more on it right now. We haven't really heard anything else. It's a pretty new announcement, but
So, like, way to miss a trick. Giancarlo Esposito was in one of the Far Cry games.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we talking about? Use that one. Like, I don't know the plot in that one, but fucking get that guy in your show.
Let's do Far Cry Primal.
Yeah, great idea.
The best one, right?
Probably.
I think that one famously like reused the same map without saying anything about it.
Did they? I forgot that game existed until you just said
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, I guess it's time.
Time for what?
You know.
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun.
damn it, Jake, you spoiled it.
I know. Now everyone knows.
Yeah, what Bipple?
Whipple.
Everybody
Bipple!
knows now.
Whipple.
A bipple.
Well, Bipple.
Whipple. What have you guys been playing lately?
I think there's one game that a bunch of you have been playing lately.
Yeah.
Facts. New game by Capcom called Pragmata. Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Pragmata?
Caleb.
Pragmata is a third-person shooter where you have a little AI robot girl riding your back, and she hacks stuff while you shoot stuff. And there's a little sort of mini game, that mini hacking mini game that you play while in combat. So while you're aiming at somebody, a little grid pops up with a bunch of nodes on it, some that are bad, some that are good, and you play a little like Snake almost game where you have to hit all the good nodes and then hit a center point, and that opens up the enemy to be attacked with your gunfire, because before hacking them, they take very, very, very little damage. So it's almost this both halves of your brain doing things at the same time kind of gameplay. It's surprisingly fun. It keeps you really, really engaged.
It is so brilliant. It feels like such an obvious concept. It's kind of stunning. I can't think of another game that has done this. Like, it just feels so obvious. So many games have hacking mini games, but I can't think of a single one that implements it quite like this.
Yep.
Like, I've heard people compare it to Bioshock 2, which had, like, you could hack, like, turrets and stuff with, like, a little mini game where, like, a needle would move across and you would pause it at the right spot. But it wasn't nearly as, like, baked in as this is. Like, that was just, like, a optional side thing almost.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like, core.
This is, core gameplay mechanic. You absolutely have to do it.
Yeah.
And it also has a bunch of, like, add-ons. The farther you get into the game, you get special nodes that do certain things. You'll get a node that when you pass through it, it hacks the person you're hacking and adjacent enemies, a number of adjacent enemies. One that confuses them and makes them attack their own robot brethren, things like that. It's really cool. It is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was there for a second.
All I was gonna say is that it's a Capcom game. It uses the RE engine, and I don't know what the RE engine is made out of, because it runs great and it looks great, and I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, it runs so smoothly. I don't understand.
It's wild, dude. I don't know what Capcom has going on over there, but they've got it figured out.
Did either of you guys play, or did any of you guys play on a controller by any chance?
Oh yeah,
Is it good on controller?
it's great on a controller.
Cool.
Basically,
I-
your bumpers, you have like aim and shoot with the analog stick, and then the mini game is controlled with the face buttons.
Okay. I've been looking for something to play this weekend on something to download on my Steam Deck this weekend because I'll be out of town.
Okay.
And that might be bumping to the top of my list.
Yeah,
I
Kevin,
think
have
they
you
intend
tried?
for you to play controller.
What'd you say, Alex?
I think they intend for you to play control. Like there's a thing at the
I was
beginning
gonna
of the
ask
game.
if anyone tried it on keyboard.
I played the entire thing on keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah, how is it?
Great. It's great. As you're aiming, you can just press one of the side mouse buttons, and that moves your cursor from aiming through the hacking minigame, so you can run your cursor through the hacking minigame.
Oh,
That's nice.
interesting.
And you can like let it go to keep firing and leave the hacking game up until you finish it.
Interesting.
It's great. One thing I wanted to say about the gameplay, I remembered now what it was. Actually, fighting the robots feels a lot like Horizon Zero Dawn, I think.
Neat.
Fighting the robot dinosaurs kind of stuff, because they have a bunch of
Weak
special weak
points.
points per enemy.
Okay.
It feels a lot like that, I think.
Yeah, interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but I do see where you're coming from.
It also has a pretty unique mechanic. Not that unique, I guess, but you have a primary weapon that has infinite ammo. It just has a cooldown to refill your ammo. And then you can pick up limited use weapons that are like way more powerful. You have a slot for damage, you have a slot for utility, and you have a slot for defensive weapons items. And they're all limited use and really powerful. And I thought that was a unique mechanic on top of that.
Yeah. No, I like it. It kind of solves two problems at once, right? You can have a cool arsenal of these weapons that are maybe too powerful, but you can just limit how often the player can use them, and you don't have to worry about, oh my god, maybe the player's going to run out of ammo, because their main gun has infinite ammo. Good
I
stuff.
haven't played too far in, but it's also not like a scarcity problem either. Because like in most games, you don't
Mhm.
use your usables, but like
Yeah, it's true.
this one you use them, you're like whatever. Because the hacking does so much damage, and the little gun, the primary does a lot of damage too. So, you get a big group of robots around you, and you're like, all right, let me use this big boy real quick. Thin the herd, and then you go right back to your small gun and hack it and stuff like that. And then the next room, boom, you get another gun.
Yeah. It's really good. I'm not very far at all, but I've been really enjoying it. The performances I think are also very good. I know
Performances are
people.
good.
I don't know what you guys have thought, but I've heard people not enjoy the story very much.
The story's
but-
serviceable. It's decent.
Okay,
It's fine.
fair. I
It's
don't know, the
nothing
little
special.
android girl Diana, excellent
Okay.
performance.
Yeah.
Love her.
She does a
Main
really
guy
good
does
job.
fine.
Hugh does a really good job.
It's really good, and I think it's really refreshing to see a fresh IP come out in the year of our Lord 2026.
It's not as strong
That
as like
runs well.
Last of Us or God of War.
No. Yeah,
Probably not.
you would easily draw
Dad-
comparisons to
dad
God of
story.
War. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
nowhere near that impressive of a story, or
Yeah.
that impressive of character development.
I haven't finished
There's
it yet,
not
but I assume there's not a point where they make you walk all the way up a mountain and back down again. So it doesn't have that going for it.
I guess you'll
Yeah.
see.
Oh god, I'll turn it off. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Can't fool me twice.
Yeah, you're excited about new IPs. I'm still waiting for Skyrim on my iPhone.
Hey man, you got Starfield.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta go play Tainted Grail.
Oh, yeah.
Tainted Grail's just
Actually
Skyrim
crazy.
1.5.
Like how like it's a new IP and it's big and it's AAA and it's pretty and it plays well and it's got cool ideas. That doesn't really happen very often.
No, it doesn't. Actually,
Yeah.
pretty depressing.
The internet tried to sabotage it by saying you're a pedophile if you play it, so
People are so weird. I don't.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't.
Wait, which one?
understand.
Pragmata?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I remember texting Alex and Caleb in a text chain and being like, I feel like people are just self-reporting. Like, this is so bizarre. Like, I would have never thought this in a million years. And now I'm like reading about how, like, I don't know. There was this one guy who was mad because I guess you could look underneath Diana's jacket and like the
Mhm.
tests or whatever, and she didn't have like these like black like leggings or something. Like I don't even know what she's wearing now, but you could see her legs, and he was mad that you couldn't see her legs. And he literally wrote the sentence, "You used to be able to look at girls' panties in video games," and I'm like, this is a child. This is a
Yeah.
child.
What are we doing here?
You are so weird.
Yeah. It's
I love
it's,
the internet. It's good
it's a
stuff.
mistake. Let's get rid of it.
I mean, Capcom, man, still putting out bangers. They can't miss lately. Still,
It's kind of true.
it's nuts.
That reminds me. Why is it that like people are up in arms about Diana, but not? Oh man, what's her name? In Resident Evil 9. Oh, I can't
Grace.
think of
Oh, the little girl,
Little
Emily.
girl.
Grace.
No, Emily.
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 Yeah.
Great question, Chad.
Weird stuff, man.
Man, isn't it crazy that Capcom put out RE9 and this game so close together?
Yes,
It actually is kind of crazy.
and they're both really good.
I feel
Is
like they're like similar genre.
Yeah,
I don't know. Pragmata's not scary.
no,
Yeah.
but
I've seen
neither
Pragmata
are
described as
large
like
portions of Resident Evil 9.
yeah. I've seen Pragmata
Fair.
described as a non-horror Resident Evil.
Yeah,
I can see
a
that.
little
You
bit
know,
of that.
the comparison that keeps coming to my mind is Dead Space.
Yeah,
Because you're on a space station, walking around slowly with a, I
Yeah.
feel like the guns look similar, and it's got sort
it's
of
a
like
non-scary.
Is
Yeah, not
there
scary
anything
Dead
I mean,
Space.
Dead Space
Dead
is
Space.
just Resident
Pragmata?
Evil
no.
also, right?
I don't have any concerns.
You will be fine with Pragmata then.
It is not scary in the slightest.
Yeah,
Alright.
It's not a horror game.
no, it is.
As long as
very
Alex
bright.
says it's not scary.
Hey,
Listen.
he's playing
Safe.
scary games.
I've been
He is
playing
playing
all the
scary
Resident
I
games.
Evils,
know. No, I'm the wuss.
which I guess I can talk about since it just got brought up. We're talking about Capcom.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I finished since we last talked. I was starting RE3. I finished that, and I've also finished the main campaign in RE4.
The remake.
Yeah, remake.
And
Both-
RE5.
both remakes, and RE5. Yeah, with you, and we have played a few hours of RE6.
Wow. So what?
um,
What's like your power ranking right now?
Ooh. I think 4 is the best.
Controversial
Two.
opinion.
I know, right? 4, then 2, then
Is that not controversial? I take it.
No, 4
No,
is
4 is-
considered one of the best video games of all time.
It's not my
then
favorite.
3, then 5.
Wow, 3 higher than I would have expected. All right.
I think I would have liked 5 more if it didn't have very antiquated controls, but
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
They're rough.
Is it
Is-
the tank controls?
I'm not even that mad about the tank
No.
controls, but just like the PC controls are bad, and it's limited remappability, and the mouse sensitivity is wild.
Wait, can you not play controller?
You can play controller,
I
but
did
I
play
don't.
controller.
I didn't like the way the controller felt either, and like the
Oh
way
my
it like
gosh.
locks camera when you when you move, it automatically locks camera on a horizontal plane and stuff.
Hmm.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I guess don't play OG RE4 then.
Maybe I don't know.
Feel like you'll have similar complaints.
Look, remake is freaking awesome, and also I tried looking up like people's thoughts about it, and like most people agree that RE4 remake is just like the superior way to play it now.
Well,
People are like, RE4
new
is like my
gens will
favorite
tell you
video
that.
game, and I would still say like people that played the original,
Whippersnappers.
that's their favorite game of all time, will still say you should probably just play the remake.
Are those people in the room with us right now, Alex?
No, I guess.
I see.
Interesting.
Yeah, 3 is pretty good, I think. I still like it. It's very similar to 2 in structure, and I like that structure. And just like the way the map system works and the way you go about exploring the map. Nemesis. I was talking to both Caleb and Jake at different times about Nemesis, and I think both of you are like, I hate Nemesis. It's dumb.
Yeah. I like it a
Mhm.
lot less than I like Mr. X.
Mr. X in 2
But-
is so good. And then they
So
said,
good.
we're going to make a whole game about that. And I said, fuck yes, you're going to name it after him? That's great. And then they said, okay, he shows up sometimes, and then you beat him in boss fights like 3 times.
Yeah.
What are we talking
And
about?
I liked it because my biggest problem with 2, I guess it's not a problem, but I mean, trying to get over like the playing a scary game factor and you've got this dude haunting you the whole time is pretty hard. And being able to play 3 and just be like, just have the sense of like safety, knowing that he's not going to show up at any time. And that it's basically just like scripted like sections that you have to deal with him. And it's like when he shows up, it's like, okay, this is a cool scripted sequence. You have to get away from him or fight him or whatever it is. And then he goes away for a while and you don't have to worry about him being on the other side of the door that you open suddenly and grabbing you or whatever.
Yeah, you can just be like, oh, okay, good. Nothing fun is going to happen for the next few hours.
Yeah, I love the
just walked-
tension that Mr. X just might show up at any moment.
Mhm.
Man,
They have
like
that point where he suddenly can walk into the safe room. So good.
yeah, that was, I mean,
So good.
it was impactful for sure, but I was so like I was having such a good time exploring the police station, and then like halfway through the exploration of the police station, it turns into I'm just trying to sprint everywhere as fast as possible because dude's chasing me the whole time. And I don't know, it was just a whole different experience, which I guess is a cool phenomenon, but I don't know. I did not like 3 as much as 2, I will say.
Yeah.
I just don't think they do enough with the characters or the different settings they run you through. They run you through like I think more settings than 2, but like
so
the
fast.
game is
Yeah.
way shorter somehow.
You trying to tell me you didn't like Carlos?
I mean, like whatever, man. I don't know. It was fine. It was a pretty good game, but nowhere near the impact that 2 had, I think, on me.
So, man, how did you react to the end of 5? The infamous boulder punching?
Oh my gosh. What a ridiculous segment. Also, we had to do that like 10 times
We
because
did
apparently you can sequence break that scripted event
really easily.
and
Wait, really?
break it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like dude starts chasing you both and you get separated, and
Mhm.
I think we were getting to the end of our paths and doing what we had to do too fast, and he would like the
Gamers.
boss would
Yeah,
break
right.
and go into a sequence where he was immune, or not immune, but like he just wouldn't die, and he would just sit there and flail for an infinite amount of time.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
That's
also
because on
uh,
controller back in the day with like only 16 frames per second, like you know.
Oh,
You didn't
that's
get
the
there that
other
fast.
cool thing about
Yeah,
RE5
to
is
say
there's
that.
like 2 or 3 sequences where you have to go limit your frame rate to 30 frames a second,
Really?
or there's like something that breaks about the sequence.
there's a boss
Actually-
fight with a flamethrower, and it just does absolutely no damage if you're running at higher than 30 frames for some
I
reason.
love that. They tied damage to frame rate. That's
Yeah.
good. If you have a good rig, you should be punished.
Wait, so does that mean
We were fighting the boss for so long, and we were like,
So
"What are
long.
we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?" So we look up how to beat the boss, and I'm like, "We're doing it. It's just not happening."
would that be the opposite? Is an effect where like if you put your game to 1 frame, you just do like a billion
Do infinite
damage?
I feel like
don't
it was
know.
it just broke when it got above 30 frames and
Huh.
just didn't do damage.
That's
'Cause you
so
could
funny.
run through all of the fuel for the flamethrowing this dude, and he wouldn't pop out his critical hit points,
Yeah.
Man.
and so we
But
would just run
30
in
frames,
circles.
We killed him so fast. Wild.
Guess
So
this is
weird.
from the day PC ports weren't that common.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really surprised because like the game is not like
It's not
super
that
old.
old. And
I was
the
like,
Resident
how is
Evil
it this
4
rough?
PC port runs fine, from my experience.
Yeah, I don't know.
When did the
Um,
port come out? The game was created in like 2009. Are we talking the port is
yeah, it's
younger
probably
than
around the same
that?
time. I think.
Good guess.
Actually, this is gold edition, so maybe it was like some couple years later or something.
Well, what's
Steam
funny
say.
is Destiny 2 was created in 2017, and a lot of stuff is tied to frame rate.
Yeah,
Mm.
It carries
mean,
over.
the Steam page is 2009, so it probably came around the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I played RE4 and I started that game thinking, man, they're throwing a lot of extra stuff at you. I really like how streamlined 2 was. That experience was really fun to me. I don't know if I want to deal with all this extra stuff. And I ended that game thinking, man, what a freaking video game that was. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And you know what? It kind of ended up being very similar, I think, to 2, but like in a different way. Like you kind of adapted to the new way they wanted to explore stuff. I also was talking about that before I found a treasure map. And so I was like, I really like the way like rooms highlight red until you've cleared them and then they go blue in 2.
Mhm.
And like the treasure map kind of accomplishes the same sort of thing. Not 100% because there's still some stuff you can miss, but just like the expanded scale of that game, I think it works really well. And like the combat is so good though. The
Oh,
combat is
yeah.
crazy good. Especially the remake. I mean, I know you don't have tank controls in the remake, so that kind of changes some things, but apparently the way they updated the enemies and stuff like that makes it kind of the same experience from what I've read. And just like switching weapons out and managing your limited resources and your inventory space and the story itself, it's all like super good, super high quality. And I totally see why people latch onto it as like one of their favorite games of all time.
An all-timer.
It's just super good. It's just really, really well done. And I played it and I was like, man, this is so good. Like, why are there not more games like this? And I thought of a couple things. I was like, you know what? Last of Us is kind of just ripping this off. And I never realized that because I'd never played it, but I feel like Last of Us
Sure. I
takes
can
a lot from RE4.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's fair. It obviously has a very different tone,
Yeah.
but in terms of like mechanics, and it loves a good set piece.
And your like duo pair.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Also true.
They like to pair you up in that game a bunch.
Man, in The Last of Us, how come you can't put Ellie in a trash can? That's what that game was missing. The
Yeah.
ability to say, Ellie, get in that trash can for me, would you?
Freaking get in this locker and stay there until I do this fight.
Man, I loved that shit. Just like, actually, I can't with you right now. Get in that garbage, and I will come get you when I'm done.
What's funny
She's not
is
in there. She just gets carried away instantly.
What's
Yeah,
funny
Yeah,
is
she's
you can
such a
walk up.
liability.
You can walk up on an area and like that's at the very beginning, and you're like, I have no reason to tell you to get into this right now, but you should probably get in it.
I don't know. I
Some-
think from
some stuff's
Leon's
about to happen,
POV,
probably.
it's just like, just get out of here. Just get in that trash can.
God, I did like man, I wonder how annoying it was on old controls, but like the parts where it split you up and she had to do part of the puzzle and then she was constantly trying to get carried away while you're doing her half.
My guess is that because it worked really well in the original, but it was
Yeah.
probably everything just probably moved a little bit slower than the new one,
Yeah.
Well,
right? Because it
That was
had that
fun.
same
I think it was a challenge.
biting off guys and then whipping around and being like, "Oh my god!"
Trying
Yeah.
to manage both sections of the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good
Definitely
stuff.
use
so good.
the 180 turn quite
Oh,
often in that
yes.
segment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the game. I should really finish the remake.
You should.
Yeah.
You
You
haven't
should also
finished the
play through
remake?
Ada's
Yeah, seriously,
story if you
Jake, do
haven't.
it.
Okay, Jesus,
It's really good. Yeah, I'm playing through Ada's stuff now. It's also really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I have never played Separate Ways.
And you know,
Oh yeah, you should definitely do it.
you mentioned like the charm system is new. That system is so
Mhm.
minor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It
I wasn't-
almost might as well not
when-
exist.
yeah. That's how I
great.
feel.
I did like a couple of the challenges until there's like one challenge a couple sets in that makes you use the submachine gun, and it's literally RNG if you can do it perfectly or not, because sometimes the gun doesn't fire where you shoot,
Mm.
and you need it to hit a very specific spot to hit these medallions for some of the shots, and if it doesn't do it, you just have to restart the challenge. And I
That's
got so annoyed
amazing.
at that when I stopped doing them. But until
Right.
that point, I got enough tokens to get like a few good charms, and I was like, this is fine. This is all I need.
Nice.
It was like cheaper durability repair on the knife and like your armor and like something else. I don't know. But it was like, whatever. That works.
Yeah, sure. Just charms that do something. Cool.
But yeah, I love Leon. Leon's so cool.
So what games
Wait
are
till
next?
Still working
I know
on
you're still
Ada's
on
stuff.
6.
Still working
Oh,
on
and
6
Ada's
with
stuff.
Caleb. Yeah, I'll start 7 and see what it's like. But
All
If
right,
any of
all
them-
right. That's the big boy. That's the big boy time.
if I
Yeah,
don't play
that
through
one's gonna
any
be
of
the
them,
hardest.
it'll be that one, I guess.
Yeah.
I could skip 7, 8 and just play 9.
You're gonna have a similar
Um,
issue with 9, I think. Maybe not as bad, but I think you're gonna have a similar issue with 9.
it's got Leon though.
Does
Yeah.
have Leon. But we're not talking about 9, really. But I feel like the spacing of the Leon and Grace sections are very weird.
Hmm.
In my opinion.
I
Because
would
it feels
agree.
like what they're going to do early, and what I was sort of expecting is you do like an hour or 2 of Grace, and then you do like an hour of Leon. You do the scary part, and then you get the cathartic shooting zombies in the head. But really, it ends up being you do a little bit of Grace, a little bit of Leon. You do 3 hours, more like 5 hours of Grace, and then you don't play Grace ever again, and then you play Leon. And it's just like, why? Why did you do it like this?
Yeah, I
But
really
I
would
just
have
think
liked
it's very
them to
weird.
keep with the back and forth. But
Man, this goes into we don't do research, but apparently
Wow.
there was a co-op Resident Evil 5 like game coming out that had Leon in it, and they gutted the concept and they just melded together a game that was just going to be solo Grace, and they just put RE9 as it's like a that's why it feels that way, where it's like
Mhm.
it's not really that much back and
Interesting.
forth. It's
Yeah.
like here's one game, here's another game kind of thing.
Weird.
Man, you know other weird development stuff. In my RE4 research, I found out original Devil May Cry
Mm-hmm.
was originally Resident Evil 4 until they found like they decided it was too different and they made it its own game.
wow.
And then they
Yeah,
made
it-
Resident Evil 4 later.
If I'm not mistaken, the iconic juggling you can do in Devil May Cry is because there was a glitch where Leon could hit people with his knife over and over again into the air and keep hitting them. And they said, "Hey, hang on,
This is fun.
There's-
that's kind of awesome."
There's also an iconic thing where Leon can parry everything, so you know.
Yeah.
You want to go back to Caleb at the top of the list? What you been playing?
We
lately?
must.
Sure. So I've played a decent amount of a game called Soul Sesto.
course you have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
Good
a,
deal.
Roguelike deck builder.
Yeah. It's not a deck builder. It is a tactical roguelike.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down through floors of this dungeon, and each floor is a 4x4 grid that is filled with monsters, treasures, strawberries, which heal you, and traps. And basically, you have to pick a row, and you have a random chance to end up on each square in that row. And your chances start out all flat. But you'll get a bunch of upgrades that change the chances of ending on specific types of tiles. So you may get an upgrade that gives you a plus 30% chance to end on treasures, but also a plus 10% chance to end on strength-based monsters. And so you're sort of getting all of these upgrades to get the correct
placement within the row.
Yeah, random values so that you can make it through these dungeons without getting murdered by these monsters or traps and whatnot.
So is it just RNG? I mean, obviously you can manipulate the RNG.
You can manipulate the RNG. There is a system where you have a strength and a magic stat that determines how powerful you are in those. And enemies are either strength or magic based, and they have a value. And when you attack an enemy, if your value is greater, you don't take any damage. But if it's less, you take the difference in damage for those types. So you can kind of build around which type of character you want to be.
Interesting.
Each character also has a special ability that levels up each time you take out a tile. Or not levels, it charges up each time you take out a tile. Usually they're like 5 or 6 tiles before you can use your special ability. One of them, for instance, is like you pick a column instead of a row when you use your special ability. So if you've wiped out certain ones, you can guarantee you get a safe tile or a healing tile or something. Yeah, stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. It's got a lot of hidden secrets. At some point, you build a flute that has multiple songs you can play. One of the songs is just on the Steam page, and that's the only place it is.
Oh.
Really cool.
Sort of Full Metal Furies-esque.
Yep. Exactly.
Huh.
So it's got a lot of hidden secrets like that, which is cool. And quite a few classes. It's not that deep. A lot of your runs are going to feel pretty similar because there's not a lot of mechanics to it. It's pretty simple. But I've been enjoying it. Specifically all the secret stuff, trying to find all the secrets.
Interesting.
It's got a really cool art style too. Really like the art.
Just want you to know I googled Full Metal Furies 2 just on the off chance. Nothing.
No, I don't.
It's not coming, dude.
Yeah, that game almost sunk the studio.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Yep, we all
It's honestly so tragic because that game slaps ass.
are. It's so good. So disappointing. The other game I've been playing is Saros, which came out
Yes.
late yesterday. So I've
You
not
finish
played
it?
a lot of it.
Damn
Played a
it.
couple hours.
You didn't beat it yet.
No, I didn't beat it.
Unbelievable.
I've beaten the first 2 bosses.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
The first one
That's
took me
crazy.
like 3 tries. The second one took me 1. Wasn't
One.
nearly as
Gamer.
difficult. Yeah. It's I've been really enjoying it so far. It's very, very similar to Returnal. Very similar.
Okay.
But has a lot more meta progression than
thank
Returnal
God.
did. A lot more.
That was honestly one of the reasons I never ended up finishing Returnal. I would still like to someday, but just that feeling of finishing a run being like, well, that was a waste of an hour.
Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah, you get a lot less of that in this one.
that is great.
There's been a bunch of stories going around about how this game is quote unquote easier because of all the meta progression, and they talk about how it's a direct response to the first game being too hard for
Mm.
Yeah.
most people.
It's a hard game, man. It's a really hard game.
Yeah.
But Saros, is quite a bit easier, I think.
Is it on
it's-
Steam?
No, it's on
No.
PS5.
Oh, sad day.
It is
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive.
Indeed.
Well, screw you
Maybe
guys and your
forever.
consoles.
If only you knew someone in the state who had a PS5 you could borrow.
It does a lot more with the. I know Returnal did a little bit with like the variable triggers.
Yeah.
This one
Oh,
does
yeah.
even more with it. I
Oh,
think that's
sick.
a really cool mechanic that I really like that they're using. It's really
The
fun.
adaptive triggers are so fucking cool. Why doesn't every
Yeah.
game use those?
I don't know. Good
It's
question. man.
genuinely like the coolest thing on the PS5. It's like
Yeah,
the
because-
only thing. I like about the
Anything that's
PS5. Is that too
multi-platform is
much?
probably not going to use them.
Yeah,
Yes.
where you run into the issue.
That's dumb. Just don't release things on other platforms.
It also has some additional mechanics on top of that. So there's like a lot of the enemies shoot blue projectiles at you, and you have a special shield move you can do that absorbs the blue projectiles and fills up your power weapon that you can launch off. It also fills up when you kill enemies, so you end up using it quite a lot. Quite powerful. It's fun to have that flow in combat.
Yeah, it looks like a fun mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Okay, this is maybe a stupid question. This is not a a sequel to Returnal, right?
It is not.
Like it's totally new.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least as far as I'm aware.
Okay, cool.
There have been no connections yet.
Cool.
I wouldn't
I-
be
I-
surprised if there's something that pops up.
Like
but
a post credits reveal.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, it's in the same universe.
I knew it wasn't like Returnal 2, but yes, I thought it might be like a same universe kind of thing where like I would get there and a character would show up and they'd be like, "I'm back," and I'd go, "What? Wait, what are we talking about?"
There weren't enough
were you?
characters in Returnal for that to happen without it being the main character.
It could be her.
I doubt
Cyrus
she's
takes
gonna
place
be
in
it.
space.
It's true, it does. Well, kind of. It takes place on a planet. And
Planets
that's
are
in
in
space,
space.
I guess.
There it is. She could show up.
Is the planet Saros?
No, the planet is Karakos. Karakos.
What does the word Saros mean?
I think it has to do with something about maybe the distance between eclipses. I think
What?
might be what it means.
Yeah, you can just say you
They
don't
have
know.
used
You're
it
allowed.
exactly one time so far. Exactly once they have said
Okay.
Saros.
All right.
And it was in relation to how frequently the eclipses are happening.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aaron, what have you been playing lately?
Wow.
Aaron, can someone check on him? I'm genuinely worried. I was looking through our text to try to see what time we start this frickin' podcast. He's missed like the last 3 because of medical issues.
Yeah.
And
He's
all
been
like
having a rough
old
time with
man
his-
medical issues. He threw his back out. His
His
teeth
back's
are falling
fine, it's
out.
fine. I get notifications about him doing workouts and stuff, so his back's obviously fine.
Okay.
Maybe he should
Hmm.
do slightly less. Like he keeps injuring himself.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem.
He was doing reverse snow angels apparently, and it just kind of messed with them.
Start working out your teeth muscles because he needs them.
He
Yeah.
bit a piece of broccoli from a veggie tray, broke a tooth.
That is
Like one of
wild.
You have validated Caleb so hard right now.
Yeah, let
you.
that be a
Piece of
lesson. to you all out
broccoli.
there.
Don't
Never
worry.
Never
eat
eat
vegetables.
broccoli.
They're out to get you.
Mainly
could-
broccoli, though.
I could like understand if he said he like chewed on an ice cube, but like
Yeah. No. It was so funny. It was like 20 minutes after he told a story about how he had randomly bit into something else, like an apple or something,
Mm.
before, like in the past, and broke a tooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as of late, I've been having. I mean, I eat yogurt with granola all the time, but the granola is really crunchy, and I'm like, what if I was Aaron? I couldn't eat this.
To be fair, I can't make fun of him too much. I think Jake's heard this story, but I probably about a month ago, I was driving back home from a friend's house, and I had like a little bit of food stuck in my teeth, and I was like, "Oh, let me just get that." And I went to like pick it out of my teeth, and my tooth fell out just while I was driving my car, just out my mouth. I was just like, "Wow!"
That's got to be horrifying.
It was. I just no
What the
pain,
heck?
just fell out. Very weird.
Awesome. Got teeth issues in this podcast.
I got a new
Apparently.
one, but it was not the most pleasant experience.
Chad, what you been playing?
Well, you know, there's a couple things. The Deadlock, which
Deadlock.
actually they just came out with a brand new patch today. Like
Oh,
did they?
while we've been on this podcast, there is the bounce patch.
What the heck? I didn't see it.
Yeah, which actually, hold on, I have it in a different tab. There is a specific item that they have added a tier 4 vitality item, Indomitable, upgrades from reactive barrier, causes the next stun, chain, immobilize, sleep, or silence from players to automatically be removed. When this happens, you gain a barrier, and all your ability cooldowns are reduced by 20%. And it's a 55-second cooldown on that item.
That's a
Wow.
must buy on everybody.
Yeah, 100%. That is like the new end game.
no.
Wow.
Tier 4. It apparently, I don't know the validity to this, but while I was surfing Twitter for just a second, Doorman's ult gets blocked.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So you, basically, like, if you are playing a character like Moen Krill or Doorman and you notice that somebody has this item, you have to use a different ability or something like that to proc it and then use your ultimate.
yeah.
Hey, does Perry count on?
That is a good question. That'll be testing that we will do
Oh, gosh.
before a game.
I hope it
Uh,
Some
doesn't.
punch characters buy this and just ignore getting stunned for the first time.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
That would suck.
Does Dota have an item like this? Because
don't
this
think so.
seems kind of busted in like a not very fun way.
I mean, BKB, but
does.
not really. Like, you have to proc that. It's not really like I'm just gonna forget, go to sleep, and then like, oh, I almost got stunned. Good thing I have that item.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's
Is there
literally
anything
just turning
similar?
off someone's ability
Yeah.
passively, right? Like, I don't know. That feels unfun.
I
don't
will
love
say, I
There's
will
an
say,
item in
Go ahead.
Dota where if you take like a bunch of burst damage, it prevents you from taking any more.
Sure.
It stops your health at like a certain percentage from going down, and then you
Yeah,
can't take any damage
I feel
for
like
it.
that's
But
different though. I mean, this
It
is
is
like
different.
I feel like there are so many abilities where the ability description is this is a stun.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like this is combating the current state of play. I wouldn't even say meta. It's just like how the game is being played right now, where it's just, for lack of a better term, CC slop, where it's just
Yeah,
like
sure.
you get into the middle of a team fight and you are getting pushed around, held in place, removed from the fight, and then you're like, we just have the worst team fight. Like, that's it. Like, our team didn't have Dynamo ult, Lash ult, Infernus ult. You know, we had Mina ult and Silver and Bebop, and that was it. So like, we die, we lose. Which, like, if you have 6 players that have CC, it's only going to work for one. So you're still going to get
Sure.
absolutely rolled by the other ones. So like, say Dynamo jumps in and uses his ult. Cool, you walk away from that, which, do you? Or does it
I
just
don't
do
know
it
if you
and
do
then
walk
you,
away from that.
like, yeah. So who knows? It'll be interesting to see. It's definitely going to be a must buy. There's a couple other changes. It seems like they've moved items from different rarities or tiers, whatever you want to call them. Such as like Trophy Collector used to be a T3, now it's a T2.
ooh,
That's good.
Shadow Weave was a tier 3 and now it's a tier 2. Stuff like that. But they've like reduced their effectiveness as well to like make it kind of be in line with like being the tier 2.
Sure.
Couple other things. I mean, there's character changes and stuff like that. You can now slide again with Bullet Dance's Haze. Bless seems like she's getting a nerf again. Her bullet cycle time reduced from 0.65 to 0.58. But then
Poor girl.
the Shining Wonder radius was increased and damage was increased, but that's about it. So I mean, she really isn't a
All
shooter
about
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's too much. People are complaining about. It's funny. Danny actually sent me a tweet. People are complaining about Viper changes because quote Viper was already a mid hero. I'm like, those guys are low elo players.
Crazy.
But they fixed. This is something that we discussed. They fixed the armor piercing rounds going through Petrify.
Oh, nice.
Definitely was a glitch.
Yeah.
Huh.
Definitely felt like a glitch.
Lethal Venom has some nerfs. It's a little bit longer of a cooldown, a little bit shorter of a range, stuff like that. So I'm interested to get back in there, see what's going down. I did play like this goes into to Ben's. So actually, I'll just talk about Mouse PI for Hire first, so that we can segue. Mouse PI for Hire is a little boomer shooter, kind of noir style, but it's like cartoony. You're a mouse, you're PI. I guess what you're for hire. You just go into different rooms, shoot some other mice, talk of cheese, lots of cheese talk. It's fun. It's kind of a nice little pick up and play. They do this weird thing where like I guess they didn't know how to transition from one app to the other, and so you get in this car and the controls are so janky. Like in this, like it's a car that's like you're looking at the map like top down, and A and D like rotate the car, and then you just hit W to go forward. So you'd have to like angle yourself, then go forward, and then angle yourself, then go forward, then and that's like how you get to the next map. And I guess it's supposed to like I haven't played enough to know this, but I guess it's gonna like open up to where you like get to choose where to go. maybe, but like right now I've gone to like 3 different locations. The boss fights are pretty fun. They seem pretty innovative. You should pay attention to your surroundings. I definitely played through a boss fight, and then after the fact, looked around the room and was like, wait a second, could I have used XYZ to actually kill this boss? Loaded a save, went back into the boss fight, and it was way easier because I discovered a mechanic that I just like completely forgot about. So there are mechanics, but you could just like power through it, which is wild because I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, which hardest difficulty isn't that hard. So if you do play it, I would suggest to play on the hardest difficulty. It's a cute game. I mean, it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and it's just a boomer shooter. So
very Steamboat Willie style animation.
And then today, after being enticed via Discord about the new expansion of Diablo, I decided to buy and start playing a little bit of the last expansion because I haven't played Vessels of Hatred or whatever that one was, which apparently wasn't a great story, but it's going to be like 6 to 11 hours, so I could just bust through it and then start the new story, which is people are actually saying is pretty good. Launched onto a Spiritborn. And it seems pretty interesting. The last time I played Diablo, this level cap was 100, and it took forever to get to the max level. I haven't played at all today, really, and I'm already level like 15. I feel like I've done like 2 steps into the game. Like it's nuts.
And the max is 50 now, right?
Yeah, max 50. But then there's like
no, it's 60, I think.
Oh, is it 60?
I believe so.
Interesting. All my characters got reduced to 50. Which
So
I guess maybe
max
I'll
level
have to...
before the
Yeah,
current
max
expansion.
level is 60.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it might be as of the newest expansion. They bumped it from 50 to 60.
Who plays Eternal characters, though? So, play those games for the seasonal content. But yeah, it seems like you fly through levels in that game. I mean, maybe once I start getting up into like 30, 40, etc., it'll take a little longer, but as of right now, like, I'm spending skill points constantly. Also, I'd have to do more research on this. I'm able to respec anywhere in the world, and I don't think that was a thing when the game first came out.
Excuse
I
me,
think that was
level cap is 70. My bad.
interesting.
In Lord of Hatred. The last expansion bumped it from 50 to 60. But yeah, I think that is new that you can respec anywhere. I think you used to have to go into town to do it.
Yeah, that was one of my complaints. One, it took like a ton of money, and then 2, like I just want, like, in my opinion, if I pick up a character and there's all these skills that you can explore, why would you not want your player to be able to explore all those skills and just like try out new builds and like and it's like one of the things that I like hated about the game is like I had to look up a build and lock myself in, or else I was going to screw myself over from the meta. And now it's like I don't care. I'm just going to like try stuff now.
Yeah, it's free respecing. You can do it as many times as you want. You can do it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that. I literally had a conversation with a friend a couple weeks ago where we were talking. I had been recommending a game to a couple people, and I kept as part of like the perks to it that I was recommending. I was like, and like respecing is super easy and quick. And he was like, "Why do you keep saying that? Why would that matter?" And I'm like, "I don't think you understand it."
It matters.
I love games that let me swap things around, or if I fuck something up, fix it easily.
Yeah.
I always get stressed whenever I pick up a new game and like I look at it and they're like, "Oh, there's this item you just drink it to respec, and there's only 10 of them around the world map in the entire game." And I'm like, "Oh, fucking great. Okay, now I'm stressed."
Yeah, one of the first things I look up in video games is there a respec option?
Yeah.
And I learned to not ask Caleb.
What?
What?
I
Do you
can't
not
remember
respect
the specific.
Caleb?
I can't remember the specific time. This is a callback to some joke because he said that he thought there was a respec pretty soon, but it wasn't in some game. But it's fine.
It's good, Alex. You got me.
I thought Jake would remember more. I was just throwing it out there.
I vaguely remember this, but I don't know, man. Do you remember? This is similar. You remember we were playing? I think we were playing like Vermintide 2, and I told everyone there was no fall damage.
Oh no!
And then we all jumped off a ledge and dived.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good stuff.
I still think about that like every day. So funny, so good.
But they also kind of completely redid how, well, not completely, but massively redid how the skill trees work. all the characters.
Mhm.
You get a skill point with every level up now, not like back when you were at level 100. You get a skill point like every 2 or 3 levels or something, which is nice because every time you get a level up, it's like, oh, it feels impactful. And there's a lot more like passives and changes to each ability. I feel like there's a lot more customization for each ability depending on what direction you want to take things. It's not just like, oh, I took this ability and then I can specialize one of two ways. Now it's like, oh, I took this ability and I can pick one of these two passives, one of these two passives, and one of these three specializations, and they all kind of combo together to make a more unique, focus, and lets you change things around a lot more.
Yeah, because wasn't it in the like when the game first came out, it was like you choose a skill and then it like unlocked almost every passive around it, and then you just got to choose. But now it's like you have to unlock that skill, and then you have to get to like level 10 for these, level 20 for the like. It
Mhm.
actually shows you like on that first skill,
Yeah.
that you had to get certain levels. When before, like you just go down the tree because that's where the level ups were.
Yep. It's
Now
kind of
it's yeah.
it's a little less overwhelming. Also, it's not just unlock and then, oh shit, okay, there's everything here. Like, it's a lot
Yeah.
more streamlined. Of like, cool, I go down to the tree to here, and then at a certain level I jump back up and I do passives, and then I jump down here, and it's very just like, okay, cool, like kind of jump around depending on how you want it. I have not played the new class yet, Warlock, but from everything I've seen, I've heard they seem super cool.
Mhm.
I've been playing Paladin, which is the class that released last patch, I believe. So still pretty new. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm kind of playing around with a couple different builds. The problem is a lot of the Paladin builds that I want to try out are like this build just doesn't work until you get to like later in the game. So I'm
Of
kind of
course.
just doing something okay right now for a leveling build, but it's been enjoyable to see how the abilities all work together. Like, I've got a basic attack that throws my shield at somebody, Captain America style, and then, or sorry, it throws my hammer at somebody, and then I've got a secondary that throws my shield, and then I unlocked an ability where my hammer adds a debuff onto people, and then I unlocked a buff that when my shield hits somebody with the debuff, it explodes and the shield bounces to like several other people. Um, and then I unlocked like an aura that I can shout and add the debuff to a bunch of people in the air. It's just feels very cohesive and it's nice. Um, although I am out of practice, I'm playing through on hard difficulty, and I almost died in the very first fight because I was like, oh shit, right, I forgot how to play this, and also I actually do have to worry about dying. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, and we talked about this a little bit. I think the plot of the new expansion's a lot better than the last one. Chad mentioned it earlier, but keep getting the names of them mixed up. But Lord of Hatred's the new one. Vessel of Hatred is the last one. Vessel of Hatred's expansion I thought was pretty unimpressive. It was very memorable, and I didn't really care about it that much. Right off the bat, Lord of Hatred just feels more interesting. Like, this isn't much of a spoiler, but like just the very beginning of it, you meet up with a couple of the characters from like the original plot line, and it just like it feels like the beginning of a heist movie where you're just like, hey, you son of a bitch, good to see you again. Like, and it's just it feels like they give your character more characterization. We get a little bit more backstory about like the individual characters. It's just it feels fleshed out and it feels really interesting. Like I'm much more invested in all of the cutscenes and the story and what's going on.
I've been playing so many games where your character just doesn't talk that the first cutscene where my character actually talked, I was like, whoa.
I did it too, where my character talked and I was just like, wait, shit, has he always done that? I forgot. Literally had to go look it up. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I'm at like 25, I think. So I'm not that far ahead of you, Chad. You'll probably pass me if you play it all this weekend since I'm out of town. But
I figured I'd play through Vessel of Hatred on Spirit Born and then restart on a different character for Lord of Hatred. Because, trying out different characters.
I've definitely seen some videos of builds for the new class, and they look super cool. The animations are really awesome. Yeah, No, Chad, we were kind of both talking about that. Did you have anything else you need to talk about?
No, seems fun.
Only other thing I'm playing is I've been playing a absolute ton of Stolen Realms. I don't know. I got back into it recently, and I've somehow managed to convince most of the people in my gaming friend group to also pick it up or pick it back up. Been doing a lot with Caleb and Gabby and Alex, and I got Owen back in playing it a good bit. Forgot how much I like that game. It's very good.
It's so much fun.
I
The
feel like
roguelike
we've
mode's
been
a lot of fun too.
Yeah, we've been having, I think, more of a blast with the roguelike mode than the regular mode. I don't know if I know I've played the roguelike mode, I think, with Jake before. I don't know, Chad or Alex, if you guys have ever tried that mode on it. It's very entertaining. You start off with a sort of a base class that usually gives you a little bit of gear, a couple abilities, and some of them have like a special passive that you don't normally get in the game. And then when you're playing, basically there's no town to go back to. You're just going from fight to fight to fight, or from, events or treasure or things. And after every fight, you get to pick a new ability that is randomly from a list of randomly assigned abilities. You get to pick one, which causes some very entertaining things when early on you just get like randomly handed a capstone in a tree that you weren't even like doing anything with, and you're just like, oh god, okay, now I'm pivoting here. And it's very entertaining to try to mishmash completely unrelated abilities together. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we've made some wildly overpowered characters.
And we've
We
also
still
made
occasionally
some.
get one shot.
Yeah, we've definitely had some where we've crashed and burned hard by just having bad luck, not getting good abilities. It's pretty fun. Ongoing invitation if anybody else wants to pick it back up and play some more. Let me know. I'm always down. It's become a point that I'm having trouble keeping all my characters separate, because I've been making a separate character for every set of people I'm playing with. I've got the me and Alex character. I've got the me and Caleb character. I got the me, Alex, and Caleb character. I've got the I've started naming them based on that. Yeah, I haven't really played. I know I've been gone for like the last 2 podcasts. You'd think I'd have more to talk about that I've played, but I just have been really busy and haven't been playing much.
That's okay.
I was literally going through my Steam library to be like, what have I played anything since then? And I'm like, I played some Power Wash Simulator 2 already. That's it. I downloaded Crimson Desert. I haven't played it yet. Not much else.
I think Jake is still left. What you been playing?
I am, in fact, still left. So I actually started playing and then finished this cool time loop game called Expelled. Really,
you beat
really
that
fun.
fast, huh?
Yeah, it's only I 100%ed it in 6.6 hours.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So not that
Pretty
long.
short.
Basically, you play a girl at a boarding school in like the 1920s. A different girl gets pushed through a stained glass window and gets hurt, and everyone blames you, and you need to like prove your innocence basically before you get expelled at the end of the day. It's really fun. It's really cute. I really like the writing. I also think I just really like time loop games.
Yeah.
I was playing this, I was like, man, I gotta play more fucking time loop games. What am I doing?
Expelled! Exclamation point.
Yes, Expelled! Exclamation point. There's a different game called Expelled! No exclamation point, which is something different. I really want to check out their other game called Overboard, also with an exclamation point. Which is, I don't know if it's a time loop necessarily, but you play as a woman on a boat and you shove someone off the boat and you need to basically convince people that you are innocent. It sounds cool. And if it's anything like this one, I'm also really, really gonna like it. I feel like I don't want to say too much, because you guys should totally check this game out. It's really cool, really fun.
Been on a wish list for a little while. I'm excited
Well,
to
guess
try
what?
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Check it out. Yeah. No, it's fun. It's good
Once I
stuff. I
finish
did.
all the RE games.
Yeah, once you. I think this is
Pragmata.
technically in the RE universe.
Yeah.
It's like a prequel.
That makes sense.
I did run into a bug. It didn't stop me from finishing the game, but it did prevent me from getting some of the achievements at first until I realized I was having a bug. I like couldn't figure out how to get this one, so I looked it up, and then I was like, that's not happening for me. Basically, there's like a reputation system, and you only unlock certain options once your reputation hits a certain point. And I had like somehow locked myself to a lower tier of that system.
Huh.
So I had to like jump through a few hoops to reset it, and then I could get back to where I needed to go. Really weird, but I think it's a pretty small developer, so not that surprising that there's some stuff like that. And again, it didn't stop me from finishing the game, so kind of whatever, not a big deal. But yeah, really, really cool. The other thing I want to talk about is I switched my AYN Thor, my little Android thing. I got a dual screen, like GUI on it now, and you can add themes to it. So it's Persona themes. I don't know if you can see this.
Wow.
Yeah, and so like I can just touch the icons, and if I open it up, you can see all my games. I've got all the icons set. But you can really customize this thing. Because when it first came out, the interface is called Cocoon. When it first came out, the default is like a DS interface. So like a lot of white, kind of pastel-y type colors, and I thought it was the ugliest thing I'd ever seen. But I did really want to be able to like actually use the touchscreen to like select stuff, because it would be a lot faster. The one I was using before, ESDE, is really good if you don't have touch controls. It's really good for like using just like a controller to navigate the menus. But since I had the touchscreen, I was like, man, it would be really nice to be able to just click, okay, I want to open DS games or whatever. So I switched it, and then I started customizing it, and wow, you can really get in there. I didn't have the sound on there, but you can add like background music and sound effects. And there are like pre-built ones. There's like a shop for everything. So like I tried out like a Kingdom Hearts one for a while. Obviously, I ended up with the Persona one. Yeah, no, I just love this thing. So I wanted to bring it up as often as I can.
Sick.
Yeah, don't really have anything else to say about it. It's still amazing.
Where do you use it most?
Eve has been going to the dentist a lot, so I've been using it there.
Nice.
In bed as well. Just like laying down, maybe watching a show that I'm not like 100% invested in. I'm just like, maybe I'll play a little Ratchet and Clank. Maybe I can see what my boys are up to. But yeah,
no. Thor when you have Steam Deck. That's definitely 2 screens. Yeah, super cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Oops.
Wow.
Back together.
If you fold that out, you can have an even bigger bottom screen.
Good.
You see the Steam controller is actually coming out?
Yeah.
Did. I saw some people got copies of it, right?
Yeah.
Early copies of it.
I
Call them copies if they're physical items.
Oh my god. I've heard good things so far.
Looks
I don't
neat.
think I'm gonna buy one, but
Yeah, I don't think so either, but
a little too expensive, and I already have a controller I quite
I don't
like.
know
But
that I have a use for it.
Yeah.
what,
I
you don't
really
play
like-
games?
Well, the thing is I really like the features it has in a Steam Deck environment, but like, I don't need that stuff on my regular computer, I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Looks cool though. I like more variety of options and pushing innovation and stuff like that.
I'm considering it because I've been trying to find a better way to play keyboard mouse games, but like on the couch.
On
I've
the
been thinking about
couch, yeah, that would
getting-
make sense.
I've been thinking about getting like but they make those big like more like blocky cushions with like a desk attached that you can sit down over you, and getting one of those with a wireless keyboard and mouse. But part of me is looking at that new Steam controller and like, I wonder how it would work out, and might do some testing with my Steam Deck on a couple keyboard mouse games and see how it feels.
Fair.
Yeah. Played Dota 2 on the couch.
Oh no,
Team controller.
no.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like that would not go well for you.
Good, better than playing Deadlock that way, I guess.
I guess.
Would it be?
Probably.
Maybe.
You don't have to,
I
you
don't
don't have to
know.
aim that hard in Dota.
Yeah, but you need to like,
Deadlock has controller support, right?
Yeah, it does.
you
Yep.
need to like
Technically, yeah.
quickly. I guess you need to do that in Deadlock too, though. Buying things from the shop.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's not not a controller game. Even a Steam controller game.
I don't have anything else. If you know any good time loop games, I'm in the market for them right now.
You played this game called Deathloop? It's pretty good.
I think about Deathloop I was like, man, I love time loop games. I was like, except for Deathloop. What? That one's still like, it burns me up when I think about it, man. How did Arcane, like the modern immersive sim guys,
Yeah.
a time loop game where you get a chance to really dig into an environment and like really go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and like little details can make all the difference. And they just were like, we'll just like put icons and tell you where to go. Just like go over here, do this, then do that, then do that. Don't look at anything, don't think too hard. We'll just tell you what to do.
Hey man, it's still a fun game. It's good.
I
just
100%
could be a lot
it. I
better.
enjoyed it, but like, man, it should have been like an all-timer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Hear me out,
it's
Jake.
it's good. It should have been amazing.
Hear me out, Jake. If you're
Mhm.
interested, I know some good time loop novels.
Oh my god, are they isekais?
They're not
Mm-hmm.
different genre. The
Mhm.
time loop ones are usually not isekais.
Okay,
And
maybe.
doesn't have a harem. I don't know if that's a plus or minus for you, but
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Welcome back.
all right, we can leave now.
I've
guess we
been
can, I don't know.
refreshing Twitch, and it looks like we're still live, but there's just a spinny thing. I don't know what that.
We're live still. We're still live on Twitch.
Fun.
Just no more recording. in
Hi,
moment.
Twitch.
Uh,
Well, I'm gonna use this time to have my cat attack my monitor because he sees my computer mouse moving around.
Adorable.
He is certainly cutie pie. Up. This is much.
Oh, since we're not recording anymore, this is just a little bit of more after credits stuff. Pragmata played. I did 100% in Pragmata. There's a difficulty mode called Lunatic that you unlock after the game finishes.
Mhm.
Really hard, really fun. Problem is, that game's respawn system is not good
Oh yeah.
because it spawns you back in the safe room, and then you gotta go use the fast travel system to get back to your checkpoint. Terrible. It really
That's
needs a
pretty
quality
annoying.
life update there to just
Yeah.
replay a boss on the spot.
I feel like they'll do it. We already
They probably
discussed this,
will.
but Expedition
yeah.
33 had a similar issue.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I mean, I never died in Expedition 33, so I didn't know about it. But
Okay.
you know,
Goodness.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, the stream should be fine. You know, it's, you're just saying random stuff to the stream. No reason. What'll be cool is, did the mumble recording corrupt when it suddenly died, or
Oh yeah, we gotta do it
question,
again.
all right, everyone, get your scripts ready.
it's fine because I can just
I
pull
would
it from
rather
the
head to
stream.
I would rather head out early to visit Ohio than do it again.
Woof.
I know.
Wow. Vicious.
I'm gonna just real quick.
You played all the way through
Uh,
Outer Wilds, right, Jake?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was about
Love
to say
that
time
game.
loop
And the
game.
DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
that's-
phenomenal.
It's fun. I like Googled like, oh, what are like the best time loop games? That, can you guess number 2?
Is it Deathloop?
It's not Deathloop.
Okay.
Old game.
forgotten.
Oh, is it Majora's
Old
Mask?
It is Majora's Mask.
I've never played Majora's Mask.
See,
It's
why
really
can't
good.
that be one of the trivia questions at the beginning of the podcast? Is Outer Wilds, does that have decent is that a first person shooter, or I don't
There's no
Is
this-
shooting.
I'm
is
bad.
there
It is first person.
a decent on controller?
Yeah,
'Cause I've been wanting to play that for a long time. Maybe
it's
that'll
great.
also go on my Steam Deck.
It's really
Actually,
good game.
I think you would love it.
I've been trying to get Aaron to play it for years.
Aaron
I think-
hasn't played it?
Yeah, I know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I haven't played it either.
That
Yep.
would be his favorite game of all time.
Right. Right.
I played it before him. That's embarrassing for him.
Oh, you know what's the time loop
Hey.
game, Jake?
Hmm.
Returnal.
Yeah, yeah, I did think about that. I actually just uninstalled Returnal to make room for Saros.
What's the name of the one that we discussed on Game of the Year a couple of years ago?
Returnal?
No, it was like a
Deathloop.
Skyrim mod originally or something.
Forgotten City.
Yep.
Love Forgotten City.
Yeah, Forgotten City.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Really good one.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot. Like, it had some issues. It wasn't perfect, but I really fucking liked it. Good ass time loop game.
All right, and with that, I think we can end the podcast. I just wanted to pop back in and make sure I recorded the actual ending and say goodbye to listeners.
That's true. They'll riot if we don't say goodbye to them.
All right, so
Bye-bye.
see you next time. Thanks for listening. Catch you next fortnight.